I wanted to ask you guys. I saw another nice recap by Josh there on the Roll20 page. Do you guys want to still do the recaps before the game, or do you feel like it just wastes time and is awkward? It's up to you.
I don't think it wastes time.
No.
Okay,
I think
cool.
I think they're
like
good.
It's
them.
good for the recording.
Well, it's
And
not.
I honestly don't remember half the time our last session.
Yeah, me too. So it's a good refresher.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I just wanted to make sure because I saw that you were doing it online, and I was like, if they
I
like
run
that
6
better.
campaigns a week at this point.
Okay. Good.
People don't read. Let's just assume
You're
that,
crazy.
right?
Exactly. Yeah, it takes all of 5 minutes. So
No, I
Yeah,
read
yeah.
it, and it's a nice refresher.
All right. So who wants
it
to do
again.
the recap?
Not me.
I'll
I
read
don't
it.
even remember.
How about I'll just read it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Last session, the party returned to Red Larch, only to find the townsfolk afraid of them. Constable Harburg explained that Maliko's body had been discovered. People were on edge, and a meeting of the town council had been called that evening to determine what was to be done about our heroes. After convincing the constable to follow them, the party returned to the Tomb of Moving Stones and found numerous corpses of the cult's victims, as well as Grund, who had been the cult's unwitting dupe. They confronted Larock again and followed him into a chamber with magic orb that levitated objects within the room. Larock was defeated and his treasure looted. It was also discovered that Larock was a former member of the Cult of the Black Earth, and that the power source to the south of town is something called a Devastation Orb.
which probably does nothing.
Nothing at all. Doesn't sound serious.
No, they're mostly decorative.
Like the Sphere of Annihilation and the Globe of Doom.
Exactly.
It's just fluff,
Just
right?
for looks. So, we left off. You guys had just looted the Tomb of Moving Stones. Palouse had just recaptured, with the help of Agony, Sir Cluckers and put him safely in his bag. You guys... So, do you guys want to... How much of this day do you want to roleplay, and how much do you just want to,
Skip ahead.
skip ahead? Exactly. So, you're with Constable in the tomb.
Mm-hmm.
He says, well, looks like we definitely have enough for the meeting tonight.
I thought we also sent the Grunding constable home or something.
The constable stayed
Grund-
with you. Grund... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Grund walked back? No, I think he stayed. I don't remember.
Grun should be at the entrance,
Yeah.
waiting for us.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's not outside.
Oh, okay.
Be suspicious, I guess.
Before the meeting, we should definitely get some evidence from here to take up there.
You're very quiet.
How do I sound now?
Much better. There you go.
Much better.
Yeah, before we head to that meeting tonight, we should definitely get some evidence to show off. We'll probably take Laurick's head. I'm not sure what else here would be incriminating, though.
We do like taking heads.
It's really good evidence.
I don't see how it's evidence of really anything.
I was about to say,
It's
just cutting off a head and bringing it to a court doesn't exactly prove many good things.
You have a point.
At this point, the constable speaks up and says, yeah, I don't think we need to cut off anyone's head. There were all those dead bodies in the other room, and we have a bunch of letters that we found that were implicating.
Now, does anyone else feel worried? Because I think we didn't kill those things that were made of rocks that flew off.
I don't think they'll bother.
It's probably fine.
Okay, make sure.
Do you think they can open doors? Do you think they can come back in here or get out?
They're astounding jumpers.
Yeah, that's Does anyone actually know what they were?
They seem to be made out of
God.
stone.
Rock
Anybody,
bats.
anybody can make like a history or a nature check. Oops.
Now, can I guess?
Yeah, John, you would know that they were
Gargoyle.
gargoyles. Yes. So yeah, Constable says, "Yeah, I don't really like the idea of those things hanging out underneath my town."
Well, we can always go and maybe try and take care of them while we wait for, the caravan after we rest up a bit.
I don't think they'll be bothering anyone.
Send some guards down here, some men, and they can take care of it.
Precisely.
There's only
that way
two of
we-
them.
Yeah, they
Now
were
we
already
have more
wounded.
people- Then we have more people down here to actually see what's going on down here, rather than just Harburg's Road.
Fair enough. I will go get my guards and bring them back. Alert the town council, and we will have our meeting.
Off to the meeting then, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you all head out of the tombs. You scoop up Grund on your way out. As you exit out into the quarry and into town, everybody's kind of looking at you funny. Constable says, "Don't worry about it. It'll all be cleared up by the end of the day." So, did anybody want to do anything today, or did you just want to kind of wait until the meeting?
I'm feeling very injured and tired. So, drinks and a bed sound amazing.
Didn't you have
Yeah.
an idea to get a healing kit? Like,
It
we're
would
missing.
be nice to have one.
I think I had that idea.
Bruce, darling, you need some rest.
Yeah, at the
Yes.
very least a short
I'm
rest.
bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
about noon right now.
Yeah, we
so-
can tell.
You have a few hours before the meeting.
Could take a
Short
shower,
rest. So,
take a bath before the meeting, so we're not bloody in the
Don't think
courtroom.
they're gonna want us to go many places still yet.
well, there is one place that I would like to go at some point. However, I'd probably prefer a short rest first.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure would
so-
be a good idea.
So Constable says, I'll show you to the inn. Just let Kaylisa know that what's going on. I'm gonna go meet with the council members anyway, so I'll just start with Kaylisa. Why don't I escort you over there? So the constable.
Sound good.
So the constable shows you into the Swinging Sword Inn and has a quick word with Kaylisa. Mentions the evidence and whatnot, and you all are free to go to your rooms and take a rest. So you all do that. You take your short rest.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of it, when you come downstairs, you see you don't recognize. You see the constable and Kaylisa. You see Endrith Valivo, who you recognize as the owner of the general store. You see a sullen, large man smoking a pipe. And then a tall, skinny man covered in leathers. And they're all sitting around, and the constable greets you and says, "I called an emergency meeting of the council. to let them know what's going on.
In the middle of the inn.
Yeah, they're all in the. Well, there's not. This is where the council meets.
Oh.
Is this our formal inquiry here?
And you see that like the inn is empty. There's nobody except for this table. And when you say that, Artemis, Kaelisa, who you all know, speaks up and says, no, nothing like that. The constables told us what happened today. He showed us all the letters of Maliko and Dornan and this Larrock character. And we are here to thank you for saving our town. And you look around at the table and everybody's kind of smiling. The guy with the pipe gives like a begrudged nod.
That's much appreciated. Although I think you really should hear Elag Dornan's side of things just to get an absolutely perfect understanding of what happened. Don't you all agree? I sort of look at the party. Shouldn't Elag Dornan be here for this?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
No.
God damn it, John.
John, I really think we should
too
hear.
early. Can't I go back to bed now?
I haven't gotten my 12 hours of beauty sleep.
They all kind of look surprised at this, at you bringing up Dornan, and say, well, I suppose, although the constables made us aware that he was a part of all this.
And that's when I whisper to Artemis and I go, do you realize that if he shows up, they're also probably going to want to arrest him and throw him in prison, right?
I've got a plan for that. Yes.
Can I go back to bed now?
Well, all right. So John kind of heads back up. They say, well, yes, of course, we would love you to. We definitely need Elak to be returned to us so we can pronounce his sentence to him once we have come to it. And yes, the constable told us that you have him in a safe location.
That's correct.
But we just thought we would all gather here. The constable gathered us here to tell us his findings today, and we just wanted to let you all know that you're off the hook. That everything looks on the up and up. And we thank you very much. And we will, in our meeting this evening, consider how we shall repay you for the great deed that you've done for this town.
Yes, definitely give extra consideration to that.
Can I insight check all the council members?
Aren't some of the council part of this shit?
Precisely why insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Ah, shit.
You can definitely tell that the one smoking the pipe. So you don't know, Valavo, but there's two other men who you don't know, and the one who's smoking the pipe looks pretty unhappy. He doesn't look. Yeah, he looks unhappy.
Fair enough. Well, we appreciate you guys letting us off the hook.
Well, we will.
Well, we really ever do anything to be on the hook for in the first place.
Still good too.
And that's clear to us now. Although we did hear about some intimidation going on in the middle of our streets, which isn't very cool. But
I mean, at least that's the worst. That's the least that could happen after multiple cultists had been assaulting us during a little visit here.
Well, fair enough.
Wait a second. Isn't some of the council on this too?
They all kind of start looking around and saying, and the Kaelisa, the woman who's speaking to you, and says, "Yes, we will be proceeding with a full investigation. We haven't had time to pour through all of the documents that you found, but." She kind of glances over towards the two men that you don't know and says, "We'll get to the bottom of this."
Nothing's better than a small knit group of people. All
Do we
thinking
trust
there's a
them?
traitor among them.
I look to the group.
Do we trust them?
I
Safe
don't.
to assume never to trust anybody, darling, remember?
Absolutely, we trust him.
Weren't we tasked with cleaning up this town?
No, actually, we
No.
want. Truth be told, this has nothing to do with me. Therefore, I don't really care that much.
I think we only got rid of those people because they were making a bad name for us.
Because they tried to kill us, is what it was.
Yeah, that too. They kind of get annoying, but you get used to it after a while.
Fair enough, fair enough. But ladies and gentlemen of the council, if you're done with us, I think we'll all just see ourselves out right now. We'll go get Eli Dornan and be prepared for tonight. How about that?
This is tonight.
No, it's
I'd
like
say-
the middle of the day.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they say, or Kaelisa says, "Wonderful. We will see you this evening then."
Well, one little question though. It will be a public hearing, will it not?
This is wrong.
I assume there will be. All our hearings are public, but the town's not very interested in politics usually. So
Understood. But it is open to the public. Understood.
yes.
Good.
I think they'd be interested in the cultists underneath their town stealing people and doing who knows what down there.
nah. All they care about is Groon's pickles coming back.
Well, this has been the talk of the town. You're right. I do think this will be busier than our financial hearings. Valavo gives a nice laugh.
Good. Lots of people here.
Calm down, darling.
Wonderful to hear.
All right, well, see you this evening then. At sundown, we will meet.
Until then.
I guess we leave.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys head out of the inn.
As soon as we're all sort of alone, I'll pull everybody aside. Okay, listen, we need Etzel Colton or somebody who could pass for me in a disguise. I need to leave town for a little bit. And 3, we all need to prepare ourselves on how we're going to spend a ton of fucking money.
Why
What?
are we spending money?
Wait, what?
Oh, don't worry. I've got a plan.
Where are we getting the money?
Do you mind telling us this plan?
Oh, yes, certainly. So here's the thing. Eli Dornan, richest man in town, right?
I suppose. I wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of them. House full of rare items, yes? Sitting on prime real estate and owner of a business. He's dead now. What do you think happens to all of that?
Obviously
probably
goes to a
sees
successor of some sort.
You're right. His successor, who he will publicly name to be all of us. In front of the entire town.
Oh.
You do realize if this backfires, we're fucked.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained?
What's the point of venturing?
Did he have a will before this all went down? Do we know if he had a will?
That's the thing. I'm going to break into his house and find out about that too.
My question still remains from earlier. Who's going to prison at the end of the evening?
Now, we're assuming that they're going to throw him in prison, or maybe, number one, that they have a smokehouse, correct? They don't have a prison as far as I can tell. But if they do
So
have a
sorry,
prison...
who's gonna die at the end of the evening?
I'm thinking I'm thinking permanent exile. Either way, I can get out of this. Listen,
exile.
Listen,
I don't know, I'm swinging for that death sentence.
Well, listen, if Johnny Dreadwing can't kill me after 7 years, these motherfuckers certainly aren't. I'll be fine.
This is terrible.
It's exactly the perfect idea. It's a terribly awesome idea.
I mean, they know Elag's part of the cult. We don't want them to think the cult was. I mean,
A reformed Elag shows up,
Please
starts
guilty.
explaining.
Why don't we just get the hell out of here?
Incriminates the other two.
It might be entertaining,
And-
darling. Something to pass
and
Is
the
this
time.
even worth the gold?
Honestly, I really want to see where this goes.
I'm sure that cult doesn't repopulate with who this cult of the Black Earth is.
Listen, who gives a damn about the cult? We're gonna make a ton of money. We'll make money. We'll meet these stupid delegations. I'll find my bird watcher, and then I don't know about you guys. I'm out of here.
Money is useless.
Yeah, noted. The man with the skull on his face, his opinion has been noted. By the way, how many fucking eyes do you have?
2? What do you mean?
Okay.
Whenever you go into those rages you do you get a headache? Like, right in between your eyes at all?
It's complicated.
Mm-hmm.
It was from Hiniku.
Is that your grandmother or something?
That's my god. Dice boy.
Fair enough.
Anything else?
Well,
No, as long as we get somebody who can look like me or a convincing illusion, we should be fine.
All right,
I
so-
might be
not
too
me.
tall.
Well, not you. You all need to be at the council meeting.
Oh.
I don't know. Can we get Grun to pass for you?
I doubt it. Again, Etzel Colton, the guy whose boar we found, I say we try and get him in. That, or just create an illusion of me and I'll just slouch in a chair for a while.
That'll work.
I don't have any such magics.
Neither do I. Unfortunately.
Fair enough. Well then, maybe Ominous Black just does not make an appearance. Either way, we'll figure it out.
It would be strange if he didn't appear after, requesting all of this.
True. That's why we go find Etzel Colton, disguise him like me.
And how do you know Edsel will agree to doing such a thing?
I'm sure we can convince him somehow. I sort of nudge her. Huh? If need be, I'll charm him.
I'd like to see that much more than me do it.
Well, either way. Besides, if we all show up and ask him nicely and point out the fact that we helped him out, I'm sure he won't mind doing it.
Wouldn't he be in on all this then?
This could be
Wouldn't he
what
wanna
find
cut-
out if he is.
Listen, I'm willing to cut him in. I don't even see a problem with that.
But then we have a loose end.
Your point.
Let's
I don't
not
know.
kill him after this. That's it sounds like we're going to.
We're not going to.
Let's not do
Nobody's
that.
talking about killing anybody.
Mm,
We don't have a loose end. We have a co-conspirator. And besides, this assumes that Etzel Colton knows what's going on.
Well, let's give it a try. I
Exactly.
need to get a healing kit. Not sure why I don't have one already. It's beyond me.
I need rest.
Just took a short
Here,
rest.
here.
Did we have a long rest?
Short
That's all?
rest.
No, you just had a short
We
rest.
just barely had a short rest.
Or short rest, I meant.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Oh.
you guys. I'm sorry, you guys could all roll hit die and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
and you regain whatever you get back on a short rest.
I don't even have my hit die written down correctly. To look it up.
If your hit die rolls low, I've still got some lay on hands stored up. I can pop that on you.
That's pretty good.
And that reminds me, the magic items you found after a short
Ooh.
rest.
Oh yeah,
you
that's right.
Figure out what they do.
The
So-
two magic diamonds.
Just one create an illusion.
Yeah, let's see. What did you have? You had a
A
ring.
ring.
So that ring, you learn is a ring of concentration.
Mm.
So this, if you attune to it, you get to double your proficiency bonus for concentration checks.
That's good for both Agony and Artemis.
And you think, oh
And
man, that's
Saberlin.
why that guy was able to maintain concentration so well.
Oh.
Okay.
And the gloves you see are gloves of missile snaring. So those require attunement as well. The yellow diamonds you look at, and you see that these have some kind of elemental energy coming from them.
Yes.
And these are elemental gems.
Oh my.
So you can break them and summon, and you have 2 of them, I believe. You can break them and it'll summon an elemental.
Under our
And-
command, or
Yeah.
Yep, it's like the spell summon elemental. Which I think I wrote. Yeah, conjure elemental. It's in the item description. I'm trying to, if I have a magic item, like put the spell in the description.
Yeah.
So it's easy to find.
That's helpful.
Then what else did you find? Oh yes, there was one more thing.
A very fancy purse. Satchel.
Oh, the Yep, and I already put that up. Oh, and then Groon's necklace.
Oh,
you-
joy.
You learn is
I might wear that, the necklace.
it's like a necklace of
Arrow attraction.
protection, and it gives you a +1 AC.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
Should I give that to either me or Sable?
I think
And
the
that
A
person.
little more armor.
I think that amulet. Whoever has the amulet should also probably get the gloves, because if it still attracts arrows, they shoot arrows at a guy who can catch them out of the air. Maybe.
Wait.
Just a thought.
That'd be a problem for me because I got 2 hands like used up with my sword and shield, so I wouldn't be able to do the
Good point.
arrow catching.
Is
Yeah, never
there
mind then.
is there a we call these stupid things a picture and some details about that amulet?
There's not. I forgot to make that one,
Oh shit!
but it's just a +1 AC.
That's it.
Yep, that's all you
Huh.
sense.
Then why the hell was Groon getting attacked by arrows?
There was probably a spell on the amulet at the time that might or might not have worn off, or whatever reason.
Or it might be something on Grund. He just attracts arrows.
Interesting.
Somebody make an Arcana check as you're trying to figure out what's going on here.
Definitely not me.
Not it either. Oh,
As
hello.
the one who magic detected, so
So, Agony, you've read about cursed items before, cursed magic, and you know that once you attune to a cursed item, the curse transfers to the person. So even if you unattune to the item, you're still cursed. So you think, oh, that curse, Groon's just cursed now, and this thing's just a normal. This thing does what it does now.
It just
Or-
sucks
wait.
to be Grun now. Okay.
So wait. So if I attune to this amulet,
You
It
will
won't
not-
give me its curse.
Correct. The curse has now transferred to poor Grun.
So don't attune yourself to Grun.
Got it.
Correct.
Yeah, we-
I will not.
Try not
attune
to. It'll
to
be
Grun.
hard though.
But Agony, you also know that there are ways to get rid of curses.
Of course.
And so you realize that Grun's cursed. Shit.
Interesting.
May all projectiles find way to his face, unfortunately.
All right. So so that all happened on your short rest, and now you were deciding what to do. Maybe if you want to talk about who wants to take those magic items. You can't have attuned to them yet, though. I think all my robotic.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. It might just be me.
Sounds normal to me.
Yeah.
That's not a little bit.
I'll
It might be me. Let me reset Discord. Go ahead. Keep playing.
Okay. What was I going to say? So you find out what those magic items are, but you don't have time to attune to them yet.
Gotcha.
So that'll be on your next short rest.
So I'm interested in that amulet of protection or the ring of concentration for like keeping bless and other things like that up. Though more so that amulet of protection though. That's what I've got my eyes on.
I would say
Yeah, I think-
take the ring.
Let's see here.
I don't really need any of this.
Not even the amulet?
If you want to give it to me.
I already have a nice dagger. I'm not picky.
Agony, you're not interested in the ring?
No. Not for any reason.
Maybe I could use this wand.
I laughed to myself.
Oh yeah, the wand of magic missile.
You could take that, darling. Leave it around. Give it a try.
Okay. Palouse takes it and casts magic missile.
Are
You're
you
a
what are
wizard
you
now,
aiming-
Palouse?
What are you aiming at?
Somebody's like hot dog stand or some shit.
Okay, so you're like, okay. It's springtime. There's an old woman.
Why would you tell me to do that?
There's an old woman selling flowers. So roll. I think it's.
I think
roll
magic missile
three-
just hits, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
hits. Yeah.
Roll
but I rolled-
3d4. 3d4 plus 3.
What
As
kinds of
3
flowers
beans.
are on this flower stand?
3 beams of force
3d4 plus what?
flying out. There's all kinds of flowers on the flower.
3d4 plus
3d4
what?
plus 3. 3.
That each missile is 1d4 plus 1. So
I don't know. I just pressed a button.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you this flower stand just explodes.
Pretty good
And
missile.
The woman screams as petals just come like fluttering down all around her.
Sabellin goes to the lady and apologizes profusely.
It's his first day doing magic.
I don't think I want the wand anymore.
I do not know why he did that. I apologize very
I feel
much.
like he's the best person to have it.
My flowers, no.
I
How
snatched
much
the
was
wand
his
out of
hand
Palouse.
worth?
I snatched the wand out of Palouse's hand and handed it back to Agony. Will you cut it out? Talking to Agony. It's not his fault.
I do apologize for the flower stand.
Well,
Except for the lilacs.
What was that?
What?
None. Anyway, if nobody wants them, I'll take these gems here.
Go for it, darling.
Sweet.
I'll take the potions.
Yeah, there's
I'd like-
2 regular healing potions and 1 potion of greater healing.
I'll take the 2 little ones, just in case.
And
Or
I'll take
unless-
I'll take the greater one. You can take the little ones. That way it's kind of evenly distributed.
Actually, I'll hand one of the little ones to Agony.
Thank you, darling.
All right. The gems. Do you guys want to decide what to do with the other stuff too? The gloves. What else was there? And the ring.
Gloves, ring, and amulet.
I suggest
Oh,
Sailor
yes.
take the ring.
Yeah, I'll take either the ring or the amulet. Either one.
I'm gonna make it.
Well, maybe Siblin should just get the amulet since his AC is already really high. He can make it even higher.
True.
And then the ring can just go to Artemis or Agony, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
You don't want it?
Mm-mm.
I only concentrate on one spell, so it's not really all that useful either.
Do you want
I'll-
the
I'll-
dagger, John?
Oh, I have a dagger.
Has the dagger.
Oh, okay, got it. Who wants the magic missiles?
I'm holding on to them, darling.
Okay.
More for
So
protection.
should I wear the amulet since?
I mean, if nothing
Yeah,
else.
isn't your AC like only so to begin with?
It's decent. I think it's like 15 right now, and I basically don't even have armor.
Oh, then yeah, like totally take it.
Yeah, then I'll take the ring concentration. That way, if I have bless up,
Okay.
I have a better
You can
chance
keep it
of
up,
not
yeah.
Yeah,
wiped off me.
yeah. The weird thing about it is, even though it helped me in agony, we don't get hit enough to like really super need it that much. So
Very true.
What about the gloves?
I'll just hold them up. Stylish gloves for the lady, or for the gentleman. I'll wave him a John.
I mean, who commonly has a hand free when they're doing stuff?
It would make sense if our backline had defensive stuff in
Against
case somebody
fire.
I
shoots
can
missiles.
take them if no one else wants them, but I won't need them for long.
Well, did Agony get anything? Because if not, then
No, she hasn't.
yeah, give her the gloves.
I don't want to wear gloves. Fine, I'll take the gloves.
So,
Click the button so they don't show up on your avatar.
yeah, you kind of noticed on the priest when he died, these gloves were like they almost melt into your hand, so they're like hardly
Gross.
noticeable at all.
Oh, wonderful.
And I didn't even just make that up. That's on the description of the item.
Good. Won't mess with my outfit.
I can't criticize. I understand the importance.
All right. So yeah, you divvy all those up. The amulet and the gloves and the other thing that required attunement, the ring. Those won't take effect until another short rest. But actually, just consider it. By the next time you fight, you're doing leisure activities. So well, I guess you have to focus on it though. Whatever.
Yeah, no, we need a long rest if we're gonna get a long rest. Like,
Yeah.
don't just give us that.
Well, it's a short rest, but
Oh,
we'll just do that. Yeah, you're not attuned to them yet. So, all right. So you had discussed going and finding Edsel Colton.
Yeah,
John
I
do?
believe so.
And getting a healing kit.
Yeah.
Okay. It's easy enough, Agony, to go down to Valavos, and he's not there at the moment, but there's a woman there who there's a woman there who is manning the store, and she will sell you a healing kit for however much it is in the handbook, which I'm looking up now. Does anybody else want to buy anything, or just the healing kit?
I don't think enough gold to
Just
get
a
any
healing kit.
new armor or anything.
Yeah. Alright, healing kit is... Healer's kit, 5 gold pieces. So... charges you 5 gold pieces, and you get a healer's kit. And it's easy enough, Artemis, as you ask around to find Edsel Colton's home.
Mhm.
And you go there, and there's like a shop attached to his home where you hear him working. And you go back, and he's just like cutting up a big boar, and he greets you happily and says, "Oh, welcome! Thank you for helping me before.
It's a little buddy. How's it going?
It's going good, as you see, as he
Yeah,
cuts
fantastic. Listen, I need a favor, pal. And I just sort of like walk over and I sort of drape my arm over him. Listen, I'm going out of town here. I've got some business back in Amphale. Real complicated, lots of details. You don't really need to worry about it too much. But I'm going to be gone for, I need to leave pretty much like right now if I'm going to make my appointment. But we've got this meeting tonight, and I was wondering, could you do a favor for me and go to that meeting for me?
Sure, yeah, I could go and take some notes and.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If I'm not there, it's going to cast a lot of disparaging, vibes on my friends here. Would you mind wearing a costume while you do so? Just look like me. You don't have to do any talking or anything like that. Just sit there. It's fine.
He looks very kind of surprised at this turn of events. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I've got that in spades. Let's see here. If I can find the button. Not performance, not perception. Persuasion. That one.
He's like, I suppose.
Listen,
have been good to me. I do owe you a favor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, here. Let me compensate you for your trouble. I'll hand him 2 gold pieces. Listen, all you gotta do, just wear the costume. That's fine. You don't have to answer any questions, do any talking. Let these guys do all the talking, and just sort of sit there and look nice. It'll be fine. I just need to quote unquote be there, so nobody starts rolling their eyes or looking around all suspicious like.
Oh, wait a second. Weren't you and your friends in some trouble with the constable?
No. Oh, no. You listen, you have my word. You're not going to be in any trouble. You'll be perfectly fine, perfectly safe. If anything happens, just explain to him what happened. I'll take all the blame once I get back from Amphale, where I'm definitely going.
And Sabella interjects that, like, if anyone, tries to get too close and, like, chance of seeing your costume, I'll be right in between them. I'll be your little bodyguard, as it were.
Okay, but I'll warn you, I'm not very good at acting or nothing like that.
That's fine, pal. Again, all you gotta do is sit there.
And anyone tries to talk to you, I'll just interrupt them and tell them that you have a cold.
All right, I suppose. But
hey,
after this,
we're
even.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Here, you know what? Here, I'll hand him another gold piece. Just because you're being such a good sport. And by the way, do you like birds? I grab my raven.
Birds?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You want to hold on to my bird for me? I mean, you don't have to. It's fine. I'm sure he'd love to, wouldn't you, pal? I just sort of look at the bird.
The bird is giving you like a death stare.
Yeah, see, it's fine.
It looks very. Like when you look into his eyes, the bird is not happy. And,
you know what? I'm gonna hold on to the bird. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
He says Yeah, that bird doesn't look very nice.
Nah, he's perfectly fine. He's a little bit of an owner critter, but he's fine.
I could hold
Not
up
very
to
bright,
your
but you know.
bird.
Bird. No, I can't find Socrates anyway. It must have run off. Oh well.
Poor Socrates.
Indeed.
Uh,
Yeah, if you want to hold on to him, Agony, I'll just sort of. Well, how about that bird? That okay? Of course, it's fine. I just set him on her shoulder.
yeah, he doesn't even wait for you to set him. Like right at the mention of that, he jumps on to Agony's shoulder.
I'll pet him coyly.
Yeah, he's very friendly with you, Agony.
I'm starting to
And,
think that bird starting to think I'm second in that bird's eyes.
So Edsel says, "Yeah, just I'll be here working. So come get me when you need."
Will do.
All right.
Leave the shop. See, step one's done.
So, what are you doing now?
We have to
I
get
guess
him in the Eli disguise.
I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah. Oh, Eli disguise is easy. I just sort of snap my fingers and turn into him.
Is anyone around when you do that?
Well, hopefully not. I wouldn't do it while people are walking by.
Yeah, you kind of as you leave Edsel's house, you kind of step behind, step in the little alleyway between two houses, and turn there. Make a stealth check.
Crap.
Artemis. Oh, is Ryan having troubles?
Looks like he's in, but I'm not sure if it's just Roll20 being slow or if he DC'd.
He's off Discord.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Just in case, if I go quiet or disappear, I took some pills for the pain on my side, and if I might pass out.
Fair enough.
I pulled a muscle in my rib cage, so I took
shit.
some.
Damn. Yeah, that
Hard
sucks.
to breathe, hard to talk.
Just make loud noises on the desk.
Yeah, if you'd rather type stuff that you're doing, I'll try and pay attention to the chat.
Oh no, it's fine. I was just saying in case I'm not talking much.
Yeah. Very fair. Artemis, as you change, you notice there's one person walking by at the you think you're clear, and then somebody just kind of walks by quickly and happens to glance back that way and sees you as you transform, and they just they look very creeped out, what the fuck, and just start walking quickly away.
That could be a problem. You know what? No, it's probably fine.
Was there someone that we recognize by any chance? With a perception check.
Baragustas.
Make a perception check. You don't seem to recognize him.
Okay.
And you're pretty confident it's somebody you don't know.
Okay, good.
Do try to remember that face for later, so you can do
absolutely.
another check.
Yeah, so you give him a good look for sure, and you're like, all right, I'm watching this
Damn
person.
it! Why do all humans have to look alike?
So at this point, you have turned into Elac. You still have a few hours before the council meeting, but you guys can just kind of bide your time if you'd like. Fast forward to that.
Then I'll change back, and I'll only turn into Elac when we absolutely need it.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So, show up drunk to the town meeting?
Sure.
He's spelling
What'd you
head
say?
to the tavern.
Okay. Yeah, so you just kind of hang out and have some drinks and relax. If you guys wanted to attune to those items, you could. As you're just kind of relaxing and killing time.
About an hour before the meeting, I'll head out. I'll
Okay.
just get out of town, turn into Eli, and then start walking back.
Okay. Also, as you're hanging out at the bar, a lot of townsfolk come up and talk to you, and like it seems like word's getting out, and people are kind of giving you thanks and appreciation, and it seems that your reputation's changed. You know, people were looking at you very skeptically before, and now like, word's getting out that that you've saved the town, and people are very happy to see you. So Artemis, yeah, you go out of town, just a little ways out of town, and turn into Elac and come back. Do you want to go to? Then you go over to, I assume, Edsel's place. Kind of disguise him in some way.
Oh, wait, yeah. Did you give him
Yeah.
a costume to work with?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Me? Why? I'm not the disguise guy. Isn't that John?
Well, he
This is
needs
your
your
idea.
clothes to look like you.
Okay, good. This is
John is currently 3 drinks down, so you better hurry up to catch him.
God damn it. Ugh.
John, make a Constitution check. Oh man.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, you're intoxicated. You're gonna have disadvantage on on any checks you make.
I am perfectly
That's
fine
what-
with that.
You're
It was
pretty
a
drunk.
very traumatic and tiring morning.
I can come and see John drunk as hell. Okay, you know what? This plan's starting to unravel.
So it looks like Ryan's having a lot of troubles here.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. If it's not going to work, seems like today's just kind of a wrap up episode. So,
I'm gonna just try to listen.
okay.
Everyone
Yeah,
sounds
so-
really robotically and like choppy, so sometimes I can't hear the dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cutting out a little in and out for me here.
Oh yeah.
Not
Is
as
it-
much, but at times.
No, it's my internet. It's 100% me because I just disconnected.
Oh,
like he
yeah.
came in a little bit before, and so did you, Eric. But everyone else has been fine.
Yeah. Yeah, my internet's not the best either. I usually have a little bit of troubles, but all right. Well, I guess we'll just continue then, and hopefully, Palouse, you'll be able to. Unfortunately, it's a big dialogue episode. It seems. Okay. Well, so you go. So now after you kind of hung out and had some drinks, you're gonna go to Edsel's and give him some disguise?
Yeah, I guess so.
You can take my kit.
Yeah, I'll take the kit. John, I am not proficient in this.
I just go. No,
Why don't you just take John?
I might
take
just.
the blush and you put it on. After
Okay,
the-
come on. Yeah, okay, come on, John. There are drinks over at Etzel's. Come on.
Ooh.
If this doesn't work, I'll just scrap the Etzel plan. But we'll see how it goes.
You go over to
Mhm.
Etzel's, and so you're going to use the disguise kit.
Yeah, I'll attempt to. Yes.
Well, I was
Make-
totally ready to attempt the disguise kit. Why don't I go first, and then if I mess up, you can go.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah,
you go
that
with enough
seems-
time that you can do that. So why don't you make a? Let's see, what's disguise? Intelligence, I suppose. Intelligence.
Oh, I
plus
thought
your
charisma.
proficiency. Charisma.
I can switch it out.
No, that's fine. Charisma. That works. Because like you
Would
don't
be a
have to be
1
super
point
smart
difference.
to be able to make a fancy costume. Yeah,
Mhm.
charisma's good.
If you saw my PM,
Yeah. What?
I'm gonna make I'm gonna make him look like Elak, not
Oh,
John.
Okay. So you do a pretty decent job. And like now,
And I'm like, ta-da!
you made him look. God damn it, John.
and he looks like Elak. Like he's a pretty decent Elak.
John, he
This
needed to
could
look.
still work.
John, he needed to look like me. It's okay. It's okay. Let me. Why don't you let me try it, pal?
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. So what kind of check
So
was
it's
this?
just
with this?
it's just a straight charisma check.
Okay, that's fine. I can probably do that. Hey,
Oh,
hey, there you go.
beautiful.
All right, yeah. So you take off all the Elak stuff,
Mhm.
and you give him a very good Artemis disguise.
I'll even hand him my
wait.
coat. My
Why does
I'll
he
even
look
give-
like you?
because John, that was the original plan. It's okay, John. I'll give him give Etzel my coat, my tie, and all this stuff. I'll be like, I've counted everything in my pockets. Just understand that, and I know where you live.
And Sabellin also takes off his
All right.
cloak and puts it on Etzel, and I tell him, just don't say anything, just cough a few times, you're sick right now.
Mhm.
Okay, fair enough. Gives you a thumbs up. Well, I guess it's time. It's time to go.
I'd say so.
All right, so you lead
Shut the
Edsel.
alcohol here.
You
No,
already
John,
had some,
John, I said there's gonna be some at the meeting. You're not listening, John.
Edsel says, "You know, he's right. I could use a drink before," and he pulls out a bottle,
No, God damn it, Etzel. It's it's fine.
pours a couple drinks for anyone who wants them.
Etzel, you're a good man. I'm sorry you're gonna die tonight.
He's
What?
It's fine.
John, you're such a kidder.
No one's-
You're always such a kidder.
No one's going to die because I Elag Dornan, am perfectly in control of the situation. Oh boy, and this works
all right,
out.
so you lead. Everybody heads over to the inn.
Can we get this guy drunk first before we do this?
He already drank, but we're not gonna get him drunk.
No, we should get him drunk.
We should just double down on John getting drunk. Etzel's good.
Few shots of liquid courage. It's fine.
They'll expect it from John. They might not expect it from Artemis, quote unquote.
But more
And
importantly, he might start talking if he's drinking
Exactly.
or hugging.
you're not supposed to drink when you're unless it's a nice hottie toddy.
All right, so you head over to the inn where the meeting's to take place, and as you arrive, you see it's been kind of rearranged. All the tables have been pushed to the sides. There's some tables, there's some chairs set up, and there's kind of like a high stool where are sitting. You notice Kaelisa and Endrith Valvo. You also notice another woman who you haven't met before, sitting up there, as well as only the gentleman who was in all the leathers is sitting up there, but the man who was smoking the pipe is no longer with the rest of the group. You see is sitting off to the side with two guards on either side of him. And the constable's over there, and they welcome you in.
Alright, I'm gonna do a perception check to see if I noticed the guy who saw Artemis earlier.
Okay. Yeah. Make a perception check. You don't. You don't see.
Excellent.
Okay, good. I positioned myself next to Etzel, between Etzel and Tall Leatherman.
Okay. Yeah, so they're
sitting right next to Etzel, going, "See, Artemis ghosts are totally real."
So as you walk through the crowd, you notice faces that you recognize. You see the Tanters, who are the kind of fancy folk whose children told you about the tomb and where Artemis bought his nice clothes. You recognize Minnie Mandiver in the former chicken owner. You also recognize Jaylessa, the wife of Constable Harbrook. And the room is pretty full. There are various other townsfolk in attendance here. There are some seats towards the front that are open for you. You go and sit in them, and the constable comes up to greet you and says, "Elac, I knew it all along. You son of a bitch."
I understand your anger and your concern, and I just want a chance to clear the air here.
He has like a huge smile on his face, and he says, "Your words won't work anymore, Elac. We have proof."
I'm aware of that.
John, as you whisper that to Minnie, she looks horrified. And the constable then puts his hand on your arm, Artemis, and says, "Come, I have a seat for you." And he pulls you over to where his guards are standing. Sits you down next to the man who's smoking the pipe.
Gentlemen?
So at this point, the council calls the woman who you don't recognize. Calls the room to order. Begins the meeting and asks Constable Harbrook to begin his evidence, presenting of evidence. Constable starts reading out some of the letters that you guys had found at Larrock's on his desk, and at Elac and Maliko's places. And you hear as he kind of explains how they were all involved in the cult, and he names off the bodies that were found. And so, in conclusion, he implicates Maliko, Elac, Whalver, who he identifies as the pipe-smoking gentleman, as Ilmeth Whalver, and that's it.
I told you guys Whalver was a villain all along.
Or I'm sorry, there was one more. Gale.
Yeah. Right.
Gale
Interesting.
Was,
okay.
Also in the note that you found at LaRue's place. So he's also sitting there, and you guys had all spoken to him at his barbershop / lounge. Artemis, you didn't meet him because you were speaking with. That was when you split up from the party and spoke with the
The workers.
The workers, yeah.
Mhm.
So the rest of the party, you recognize this man, and I guess you would recognize him too, Artemis, but you just didn't speak with him.
Right. Just so I'm clear on something. When we talked to Elak, he also named LaRuth, but that's not in the papers. And he didn't say Gaeliker. Is that correct? Okay.
Correct, yeah. He did tell you LaRuth, because you asked him who was on the council that
Mhm.
was amongst the believers. And he named LaRuth, who you can only assume now is this gentleman wearing fancy leathers, who
Mhm.
is still sitting on the council. There's a man and a woman on the council. There's 4 people on the council right now. A man and a woman who you don't recognize, and then Kaelisa and Endrithalva. So, these... Yeah, and then you...
Oh, there's a second woman as well?
Yeah, there's a second woman who you have heard of.
Is she dressed like a priest of Sunni?
She is, yes.
Okay, okay. That's who she is. Okay.
She had been out of town, and
that's right.
You assume she must have gotten back today. And so they name off the charges, and he presents his evidence. And the woman, her name is Lamora, priestess of Sun, who speaks up and says, "Well, we'll start with you, Elak. What evidence do you present for yourself?"
Oh, in regards to my defense, nothing. I'm guilty of everything that was said here.
Well.
However, there are a few details that I need to sort of explain in a greater detail. May I approach?
Of course.
So I'll walk up, and I'll start explaining. Several months ago, I was approached by a certain clandestine organization. You've all heard about it. It's called the Believers. They wanted my quarry and my resources. I was hesitant at first, but they explained to me that it was for the good of the town, and in my ignorance, I believed them. I also dragged my dear friend, Alberi Maliko, into this. She was even more reluctant than I was. But we profited from it. We grew rich from it. But Maliko started having doubts. She started worrying that their motives were too extreme, and when people went missing, she wanted out. And I agreed with her. You see, we were business rivals, but we were also kindred souls. And they killed the woman I loved in order to hide their conspiracy. And then I point to the group. These people, though, have helped me see the light. They put a stop to the cult. They caught Larak. They even helped me understand that this town, these people are the real treasure. And I'll look back at the council, and I know, I know she's dead and it doesn't have any legal standing, but I know Maliko's heart, I think, better than just about anybody in this room, and I'd say that if it were up to her, she would want the quarry to remain open so that the workers can continue to have jobs, so the money can keep rolling in, but she'd want it run by people who are honest. People like the people of them on this fine council. And I'll sort of tap the desk they're on. For the good of the town. And I want the quarry to stay open, my quarry. But I want it run by a man of integrity. A man who I've always respected, though harshly disagreed with in the past. I sort of look at the constable. Constable Harburg, I want you to have my quarry. And I want these fine, implausible bunch of scamps to take my house and possessions. It's only fair. It's only reasonable. It's only the smallest thing I can do to start repaying my debt to this town, these fine people.
Sabelin pipes up like, Elak, I don't have no words.
No, Sabelin, sit down. It's fine.
Your tale of redemption is more true than any I've ever heard, and he's just sobbing into his arm.
I'm like fanning myself with my hand in disbelief.
Elak, you were the true hero of all.
I am. except for Artemis Black, who's also very cool. But anyway,
he's very sick. He's also very sick.
I know, it's very tragic. Anyway, but
Luce doesn't know what's going on. Both in character and out of character.
I'm pretending to cry in Palusa's shoulder.
But there is one other detail that has been left out here. Gaeliker, Waelver, they are members of the Believers. But there's one more. The mastermind of it all. The Black Heart of the Believers. And that would be Laruth. And I point to nobody because I'm not entirely sure, but I just pound the table when I say that.
So at that the all the members of everyone in the room looks at the member of the council, the one who's in all the fine leathers, the gentleman, who you hadn't recognized, and he looks abashed. Make a deception check.
Okay.
Oh, which one of us?
You all have inspiration, by the way.
Okay, hang on. Let me roll use a luck point here. I've got 2. So.
Okay.
And
could use inspiration.
Yeah, I'm. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that too because I can pick any of them. So let's see here. So I'll spin my inspiration, and I can just drag it onto the screen. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah. There we go. Cool. 15. Son of a bitch.
Wait, what about the 22?
Well, he used inspiration on the last roll.
Yeah. So I have to pick between 14, 15, or 8, and I'll pick the 15, I guess.
Okay.
Fine.
Would all of our acting give him any kind of advantage on that, or?
That would be the inspiration.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your acting definitely helped though, for sure. Let's see here. So as you give this impassioned speech, they all seem very, very much like following what you're saying and surprised, especially the constable. When you get to the point about him, he looks very surprised at you, kind of making peace, trying to make peace.
Making peace / subtly bribing.
Yeah. But they all seem very kind of agreeable to the things you're saying.
Of course, because they all benefit them directly.
And then at the end, though, when you call out Laruth, everybody like looks over, and there's an audible gasp through the crowd. And you see Valivo kind of has this smile on his face. It's like, I knew it, you son of a bitch. But then Limora, the priestess, says, well, hold on. We can't go blaming anyone without any proof of it.
I understand. My testimony means nothing. I am a cad and a fiend. But I'll look back to the party. But I'm sure they'll find a way. You hear me, Laruth? You'll hang for this someday.
Well.
Life finds a way.
The truth will set you free, Laruth.
We have our own ways of dealing with this. Laruth, why don't you be honest with me now? And she kind of waves her arms, and her billowing robe kind of flows around her as she casts a spell.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
And let's see actually what the radius of Zone of Truth is.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Just to see,
Yes.
because she's casting it on.
Always
party.
on yourself.
How close are all of us to LaRuth right now?
15
My
foot
knowledge, Zone of
radius.
Truth is always on yourself and 15 feet, I think.
Yeah,
Okay, the
it's
magical
15 feet.
zone, 50 feet. See, center on a point of your choice within range.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Unless that paladin feature that allows them to do it
So
on
Artemis, everybody else is out of range, but Artemis, you're like just within 15 feet. You're probably, as you like approach the
Mhm.
bench,
Yeah.
you will make a that is a
Wisdom saving throw.
charisma save.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's good at being charismatic.
Oh yeah.
So you
My
make
charisma
a
save's really good.
charisma save.
Okay, I might be okay.
And
here.
you also don't have to tell them.
Oh. Hang on.
So
Last luck point.
okay.
Yes,
Oh.
there we go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
that
so
makes
lucky.
it.
That's
and
amazing.
you don't have to respond.
Mm-hmm. I just
But
can't speak.
like what
yeah.
you do, and you can kind of like say shit in roundabout ways, but
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
don't have to say the truth. But you are not compelled by it. You like feel this kind of force
Mhm.
compelling you to tell the truth, but you resist it.
I will not listen to that angel on my shoulder.
And Limora says, "All right." And she's speaking to LaRuth at this point. She says, "Tell me, were you in this group?" And he's kind of sitting there, and he's trying to speak, but he's like kind of holding himself back almost. And she says, "Come on now. Silence in this instance is incriminating." And LaRuth says, "Yes. Damn it, yes. I was part of this group." And another audible gasp goes off through the crowd. She goes, "Aha!"
Hang 'em all!
And the constable
No. Not
says, "All
helping,
right."
John.
The constable kind of goes up and escorts LaRuth down where the rest of you were sitting. And Limora turns back to you, Artemis, and says, "Well, Elak, that was very big of you, what you said and what you did there. But unfortunately, you've killed people.
Mm-hmm.
You will still be subject to the sentencing of this court.
Understood.
But we will take your goodwill into consideration."
I would expect nothing less than permanent exile, and preferably nothing more, but permanent exile would be certainly fair. But I'll leave it to you.
Sabellin steps forward and he says, "I interject. I want to take him under my wing. I want to train him as my squire. He has shown the heart of redemption in him, and I
My eyes
believe in
slowly
Elak.
twitching.
I believe in Elak. I believe I can make him better. I believe I can make him the Elak he was meant to be."
I trust Sabellin's
make
word
him-
on this.
We could kill him still.
God
Make a
damn it, Paloof.
persuasion check, Sable.
Hey, what was that, deception or persuasion?
Make a persuasion check. Because you're not really trying. Like, he's already deceived them. They kind of look at you and say, "Well, we'll take it into consideration." Now,
I
please,
don't know.
Elak,
The Dragonborn having a paladin? I don't know. That guy looks like a velociraptor. Let's not trust him.
the constable nods, says, "Yeah, I don't know that party, man." Then he kind of notices he was being chummy with Elak and gets stern again. So
I'll go sit back down.
yeah, Elak, you go sit back down. They kind of call Wailover up, the man smoking the pipe, and they grill him, and when you come and sit down, Artemis, he looks pissed at you, and when he goes up, he starts raging and saying, everything Elak told you was a lie. Him and Maliko ran this operation. They weren't newbies. They were the ones to be honest, this has been going on in this town for a long time. Predated all of us. Elak and Maliko, they were the rulers of this group. And they kind of grill him and he admits guilt because he was caught, and they kind of go through Laruth and Gaeliker, and everybody is found guilty, but they all kind of agree that Dornan was the leader. Dornan and Maliko were the leaders, and at the end of the meeting, they say, all right, I think we've heard enough. Why don't we reconvene in an hour, and we will pronounce the sentence. And everybody starts to get up and file outside. The constable and his guards grab you, Artemis, as well as the other 3 captives, and start leading them outside as well, and back to the smokehouse. When you get to the smokehouse, you recognize that's right, Baragustras. Last time we saw him was locked up back here, and he seems to be gone. Baragustras is not locked up in the smokehouse anymore.
Where's Harbrook? We should ask him about Baragustras.
So Harbrook tells you, we had to let him go because there wasn't any evidence against him. But I did tell him to come to this meeting. He didn't, so he'll have his... We'll go try and track him down.
Every Baragustras has its day.
And, so you guys just kind of kill time and wait, and everybody's like, all the townsfolk are outside gossiping, and anybody who's out in public is getting like berated with questions about what happened. The two
Artemis, you're being awfully quiet over here.
He's very sick. Don't bother him. His voice is awful right now.
He looks, John, when you say that to him, he goes, "You know I'm not Artemis, right?"
What? Wait, who are you?
Oh God.
John, it's all right. He's very sick. Very sick.
That's how sick he is, darling.
I just kind of glare at John. Like he should
out
know.
of nowhere, he has a flask in his hand and he's just drinking.
Yeah, you're just getting more and more wasted. And but after that incident, he seems to pick up on the fact that you don't know what's going on, and he starts pretending to be Artemis as you speak to him more.
Oh dear.
At this point, Palouse, 2 young children who you recognize as the Tarnlar boys, come running up to you and say, "Oh man, we saw there were these 2 crazy stone beasts came flying out of the ground by Wailover's wagons.
Oh shit!
And just flew off. It was crazy."
Where do they go?
See? I told you guys!
Did you fight those things?
Yes.
Oh man, that's so cool! And they start like punching each other and getting all riled up.
Wait, children!
What?
You want to see
What?
something?
Yeah.
I take out Sir Cluckers.
Okay. I go, ooh, wow, chicken.
Pet him. He gives good luck.
Hey, Lucy, you shouldn't go off showing your cock to children.
They slowly walk up and pet Sir Cluckers,
I'll pet Sir Cluckers too.
who is like in a constant state of terror and very submissive. So anybody who walks up to him or her can easily pet her.
Okay, I pet her too.
And say, oh, well, it's not as cool as a stone monster, but, chickens, I guess, are cool.
Okay, we just gotta find a druid now and get Mr. Cluckers awakened.
That'd be fucking awesome.
I'm down for that.
But don't they have to be like level 20 or something for that?
No, it's only a 5th level spell.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Small children.
Maybe
which
one
direction
day.
were they flying?
Oh, go ahead.
All it does is scream all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know, I awakened a pet one time and it became smarter than our team's tank.
Exactly. He becomes my professor.
Professor Cluckers.
You stop playing Palouse, you start playing Sir Cluckers driving Palouse.
All right, so the little boys go like running off again. And you hear them like muttering about. They're like imagining what your battle with the stone monsters was like. They're all super stoked. So after an hour passes, everyone's called back in. As everyone gathers, the council again, Limora calls everyone to order and says, "Well, we have pronounced a sentence upon these cultists, these members of the believers, as they called themselves. They will all be permanently exiled
Bingo.
from Red Larch, effective immediately. The land and property of Elak Dornan and Alberi Maliko will revert to the council. We will continue to operate their quarries, as these are very important business to Red Larch, and we will put that money towards the town. First of all, we will be giving more money to Constable Harburg.
Might also want to build him a jail.
As you yell that, John, Harburg gives you the thumbs up, and and they say, yes, we will. There will be, with this money coming into the town, we will be able to build many things that we need. Now with Whalver's Wagon Works, we have decided, after thinking, that we would like to offer this establishment to this implausible band of adventurers who has helped our town so much. We hope that if we give you a home in our town, you will stick around and maybe help us in future situations. It seems the world is becoming dangerous again, and Red Larch might need more help in the future. So,
Sure, why not?
Very grateful.
I think we can make a wheel.
well, you do with it what you please. It's a large establishment. We actually have the Tarnlars are wonderful wagon makers, so we don't necessarily need you to keep the business up and running. but that property will be yours to do as you please. It's large and has many rooms to house all of you, and even training facilities if you outfit it as such. It's got a large fenced-in yard.
Maybe we'll rent it.
Yeah, that place looks huge on the map.
Yeah, it's very big. It's number 16, I believe, on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Totally.
So yeah, it's a big building with a large yard that you had seen them like doing work on building wagons before, but there were also like horses stabled there. And
I was actually devising a plan to try and get that too.
and and they say we've also we'll be funding. We'd like to give you a gift of some fine weapons from our smith, our weapon maker, Fang Ironhead, and yeah, we will love to present you with these gifts as a thank you for helping our town. Well, in that case,
what of my personal estate? Where's all that money going?
To the council.
To the town.
To the town.
Both your and Maliko's estates will be surrendered to the town, as well as
wise decision.
That of Whalver.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Very reasonable.
Yes, it's fair.
All right then.
What of Elac?
He's
Permanent exile.
Remember?
Permanent exile for him and the rest of these traitors to the town. These murderous bunch. So with that, she like pounds the gavel, and the guards. Thank you for the sound effect.
Judge Jude.
the guards and the constable gather up Elac and Laruth and Galiker and Whalver and say, "All right, it's time for your final goodbyes. We'll allow you to go pack up a few last things."
Bingo.
And his guards kind of split off, taking each prisoner to their respective homes, including Elac. Yeah, Elac. You're kind of brought off down towards Elac's place, Artemis, and there's just 2 guards with you. The rest of the party, what do you do as this?
Go check out our new pad. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so actually, as you kind of split up, as the meeting ends, and it's nighttime by now. Kaelisa and Endrith Valivo, the 2 who had met before, approach you, and they say, "Well, thank you again so much for helping us. Can we show you around your new abode?"
If you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
Just one. Valivo turns to Artemis and says, or I'm sorry, not Artemis, turns to Edsel Colton and says, "Artemis, my good lad, you seem very quiet today."
Sabelin interjects and please don't disturb him. He's very ill. He came down with some food poisoning at the inn. In fact, he's been just vomiting and just excusing himself to take care of various bodily functions. It's been very gross. He would rather not be disturbed right now.
I'll make a deception check.
He's so weak he couldn't even hold his poor bird.
So weak. Arms are spaghetti.
Valavos says, "Oh well, sorry to hear that. That's too bad."
It got everywhere. He'll be better in a few days, I'm sure.
Oh, well, that's kind of gross.
I could go into detail. I mean, you don't want me to, but I could go into detail.
No, please, no. Why don't you keep him away from Kaylisa and I? We don't want to get sick.
Not a problem.
Okay, so they lead you out and over to your new abode and start showing you around.
As soon as they open the front door, I just start running from room to room going, wow, wow, wow. As soon as I find one room, I want this one!
Yeah, it's a large establishment. There's like lumber all over the place for making wagons, and yeah, there's many rooms. It's 2 stories tall, and there's a huge yard, fenced-in yard in the back. As they're doing this and showing you around, Artemis, you are escorted by these 2 guards back to your place, or Elak's place, and they show you, let you inside, and kind of lead you to the bedroom. Say, all right.
They exile all these people in the same place. What's to stop them from all just turning on Elak and killing him?
Hadn't thought of that far, but it's okay.
Who has a Sending Stone A and who has Sending Stone B right now?
I have a Sending Stone, and
Artemis
Agony has one.
And I have one.
Okay, hopefully if things go like that, Artemis can just scream real loud into it.
Okay.
Besides, I could take those 4, 3, whatever.
Maybe.
So, yeah, it's only everybody's split up, so it's only you and the 2 guards right now.
Yeah.
So all the guards kind of split up with all of the.
So I start rounding up valuables. I look for money first, followed by any sort of fungible gems or small trinkets.
Okay.
And I'm making sure that I look at all the. He had a lot of art, didn't he? Okay. I examined all the paintings. I'm looking for anything by like Amelia Crane or any artist I might know or anything like that. Well, I know her, so I'm looking to see if I know any of these artists.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Oh, goody!
Yeah,
I'm so
totally
great.
going looking for magical shit, not money.
Yeah, that's what I would have done too. It's fine.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. I never roll above a 5 or 7. Okay, so
right.
9.
Yeah. So you look around frantically. You do recognize there's one painting that you see, but it's by Tori Gardner, and like she's all right. She's not. Her stuff's not that gonna be that. Tori Gardner's kind of like.
Yeah, overrated. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's.
Really, I was just hoping
so
it
much
was
stuff.
a picture of soup.
Yeah, it's a can of soup. And she, so you do recognize that one. You're like, oh, that one's. It'll be worth something, but all the other ones you don't recognize.
It's
and
fine.
as you're kind of looking around, the one of the guards says, "All right, hurry it up. Fill that bag. With what you need."
Yeah,
Just get the hell out of here.
We'll do. I just start filling it with as much valuables as I can.
Okay, so you're grabbing like fancy candlesticks and
Yeah, totally.
things like that. All right.
I'm gonna need this chair and this ping pong paddle. All of these.
So they've
Mhm.
yeah, you have they like grab you a bag and you fill
Mhm.
the bag with some random stuff and they go,
Mhm.
why? You know none of that's gonna help you survive out there in the wild.
You're right. Yeah. Tell me, how would you gentlemen like to make a little bit of money? I cast Charm Person on both of them.
Okay.
Shit.
Bingo. Yeah, I can get to both of them.
All right. What is the
DC's
what do I
14.
do? DC.
Yeah,
it's a
wisdom.
or
Wisdom 14.
Okay, they're just gonna be plain 20s. So
Damn it. Yeah.
all right. So one of them immediately gets charmed by you.
Mhm.
The other one, they know you. They know they were charmed. Yeah. The other one goes, "What the hell was that?"
Nothing. Listen, it's not important. Listen, if either of you gentlemen want to make some money, I mean, feel free to grab as much as you want.
The charmed one
Mhm.
says, "Well, that's good.
I mean, I just get 20% of whatever you haul it.
Make
How about
a
that?
persuasion check
Yeah.
for the non-charmed one.
Bum.
At disadvantage."
Fair enough. 8.
Oh my god.
He goes, hold on, Gary," and he slaps Gary across the face.
Damn it, Gary.
And Gary kind of snaps out of it. It's like, "Oh, what the hell? Okay, no, we're here to do a job. Okay, you.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
You
Let's
got
go.
your back. Let's get out of here. You better hope you can get to the next town to sell some of that stuff before you die."
I know. I don't know how I'm going to manage out there in the wilderness. It's fine though. It's what I deserve. As I just sort of like they're dragging me out of here. I'm just crying, my money.
So they all lead you, and everybody kind of gathers back at the constables. All of the guards come back with the various prisoners, and they say, "All right, it's time to leave town. Where are you all headed?" The others all kind of speak and agree that they're going to go to Waterdeep. Say, "Let us out on the south side of town. We're going to head to Waterdeep."
I'm going to Luskin. Send me north.
And they all, everybody kind of glares at you, and all of the other prisoners glare at you and say, "Yeah, you better stay far away from us, Elak. We're gonna come
Don't
for
worry.
you."
Don't worry. I'm sure we will never see each other again.
And so they split up, and a couple of guards go with you and take you north, and the rest of the guards start heading south with the rest of the prisoners. And on the edge of town, they kick you out and say, "Get the hell out of here, Elak. Never come back." And Constable comes with you, Elak.
Okay.
"Good to see you gone, you son of a bitch."
I understand. I am a son of a bitch. And you're a good man, Constable. Even if you do smell and just are generally unpleasant. You have a stupid job, a stupid smokehouse. I don't really like you. I don't like anything about you.
He tries to punch you.
Son of a bitch.
He tries to punch you.
No. Hold on, Constable. Let's not do anything I'll regret.
And he misses. Not even close.
Maybe.
Okay, listen. I apologize.
Duck underneath us.
Just start running.
Goes, "You get out of my town, you son of a bitch."
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I turn and just start prancing off.
Okay. Yeah, you prance off. Soon enough, you're over a hill and out of sight.
Mm-hmm. Back to Artemis. start walking back with my shit.
Do you come
you
in
know
from
what,
a different
actually,
angle? Like,
yeah, I'll probably I'll probably go like oh, you know what? I'll head east of town, and I'll just sort of I'll make sure I don't look like Artemis. I look like just any random person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just look like someone different. It's easy enough for you to get back to the place, back to the house. I assume that's where you're headed, to Whaleverse.
Yeah. Yep.
Now your place. And you get there easily enough. It's like dark out, and you disguise yourself as someone else. So let's take a quick bathroom break. I have to go to the bathroom. Let's meet back up at 9:55.
Okay.
Out there.
Okay.
That sound good?
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right.
Chili.
Okay.
AFK a moment.
And then we're also coming back to the long rest, right? We already take that.
Yeah, that's right. You guys we can just say you can update your sheet and stuff now. There's not going to be anything that happens between. It's
Okay, yeah. So then when I get back, I add my Tavern Brawler feat. And we agreed that the playing cards are going to be a dagger damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Or like darts. I think that's the same.
yeah, like darts.
It's a D4 damage. It's the lowest you can get for any improvised weapon.
Yeah.
So you're gonna start throwing decks of cards at people?
Yeah, like Gambit.
Very interesting. Just use the deck of many things.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, Eric, wait, you're probably going to the bathroom, huh?
No, I'm here still.
I was going to say, at the end of Critical Role, have you seen the ending yet? Have you already watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I've watched all of it.
Wasn't it fucking hilarious when Grog takes the last card
Yeah,
right before the game ends?
That was great.
Oh, man.
I'm
Just
pissed.
derails everything.
It upsets me that he didn't. I wanted him to use that so much earlier.
Yeah, I agree.
I love that game, and they have their own way of playing, and I love it. Like, they're all great, but at the same time, like, they take themselves too seriously sometimes. Like, they're just playing a game. They need to fucking do some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, that's my problem is I feel like towards the later end of the season, as the game progressed, they kept taking themselves more and more seriously. That's why I really hated the dragon season, where they have to defeat the dragons and shit. I felt like that was the most serious part of the whole game, and they all had really low energy and stuff like that. It was, I don't know.
Yeah, because I think you're right. Like, up till that point, it was
they're pretty
more
upbeat.
Yeah, it was more like normal D&D, where it's like small little kind of little quests that they would go on. But then when that dragon stuff all happened, it was like,
oh, it's the end of the world. We got to get serious.
The end of the world, and they started taking it so seriously, which was cool. Like, that shows how good of a DM Matt Mercer is, that they all cared so much about everything. But at the same time, it did make it kind of, and they're all like actors, so of course they like doing the role playing and like take that very seriously.
I cannot wait to see what characters they bring next season.
Yeah. Have you been watching any of the one shots?
Oh, I watched parts of it. I didn't see the Grog one, but I really want to watch that one.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I watched clips of it, so I saw some of the jokes, what was it? Vex got a 30 on her perception check, and Grog's like, "You don't see anything," or whatever he was.
Yeah. Whenever somebody rolled super high, he was like, "No, you don't make it. You don't see it."
It's amazing. I have to go watch the full thing. At the time, it wasn't up on Geek and Sundry.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's up right now. I'm sure it is though.
I'm not sure. That's pretty.
Did you watch it
yeah,
live?
It was pretty funny. No, I watch them. I subscribe to Project Alpha.
Oh, and that includes.
Yeah, that has like all the Geek and Sundry and like Nerdist stuff. Critical Role is the only thing I watch, but it's not that expensive, and I just subscribe because I wanted to like support them in some way, and then I get all the videos. Like it's up after, like they upload it immediately after. So
Yeah, they just uploaded Grog's One Shot. I think they did that Monday, so it must have been yesterday.
yeah, it's like on Project Alpha they do it like the night of, so it's nice because like if you go to like Twitch also does that. If you subscribe to Geek and Sundry on Twitch, but they get a lot more of the money, I believe, if you do Project Alpha. So that's why I did that. But yeah, it goes on like the night of, so I'll usually watch it like over the next week. I just like watch it like an hour here and an hour there.
Yeah.
I hardly ever like watch one in a whole sitting. Just 'cause
If they ever did a
so long.
live show, I'd probably go to it.
Yeah, did you see that I'm going to see them? Or not? It's not Critical Role. I'm going to see Matt Mercer though, and the Force Gray thing.
Oh, is that the thing you were talking about when you wanted like pickup lines or something?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Me and Susan were
Yeah.
in the car when you were talking about that, and we're like,
Yeah.
we're like thinking of
Do-
funny things.
Do you know who that is? Deborah Ann Wald.
No.
Are you familiar with her? at all?
Isn't she?
Nah.
She's from True Blood, isn't she?
Yeah, she was in True Blood, and she's in she plays
I don't
Karen
watch-
Page in Daredevil.
I don't watch
Daredevil.
television. Yeah, I don't watch
okay.
television.
Okay. Yeah, well, she's like a TV actress. She's super hot, and she's a D&D player.
Yeah, show me a picture. I want to see her. What's her name? Deborah
Yeah, here I'll
Ann?
yeah, Deborah Ann Wall. I think it's like WOLL.
Oh wow, yeah, she's pretty attractive.
Well, I'm back.
The redhead.
Welcome back.
Who's attractive? What's up?
Deborah Ann Wall.
Do not know the name.
True Blood, maybe. Daredevil.
No, never watched it.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but she's a D&D player as well. And
If Eric doesn't screw it up, the wife of Eric soon. There you go.
yeah,
I'm rooting for you, pal. I believe in you.
she plays in like one of the games that Dungeons and Dragons runs, and
Is she
they're doing a
single,
live
though?
show. I don't know. I haven't looked at. I'm not. No, I don't think my chances are very high. No
Hey
matter
man,
what.
you never fucking
with,
know.
Not with that attitude.
No, never mind. Wool's boyfriend, E.J. Scott, has a condition that ultimately results in his blindness.
Oh.
She used her celebrity status to raise awareness of the disease. So, no, she's not single. She has a boyfriend who's blind, apparently.
Damn, those blind guys just
Yeah.
have it all, don't they?
I know.
I don't know if he's blind right now, but it might lead to blindness or something. I don't know. He might be going blind. I don't know if he's actually blind.
What I'm hearing is he won't see you coming, Eric.
Yeah, there you go. You can use a sneak roll.
There you go. I'm gonna go up to her and I'm just gonna like say.
Just
she's
brush
a
up on your
mind.
charisma check.
Yeah, I'll just like roll for persuasion after whatever I say. I'll bring all the weighted dice. All right.
Yeah, there you go. Bring a weighted die. Always hits 20. Critical hit.
All right. So
Oh, she has a disease
is
too.
everyone back?
Um,
All right. So you guys have all.
Oh, she has the gluten-free disease.
Never mind then. I'm out.
Wait, she's not perfect anymore.
Yeah. Fuck it. All right, so you all have gathered back at the at your new abode, and you take a. You can have any conversations or whatever before you take a long rest, but eventually you take a long rest.
Wait, is Susan here?
I can hear you.
I haven't heard.
Oh, okay, she's listening.
She's listening. So you take a long rest. Everybody levels up to level 4.
Oh, okay. I accidentally already applied that. But we didn't
Okay,
go into
no
combat
problem.
anyway, so.
Yeah, nothing happened anyway.
Cool.
So yeah,
I get half my
everybody's
hit die.
Yeah, you get half your hit die back on the long rest. And you wake up the next morning, and you realize, oh shit, it's been 10 days since we first met with Lady Visalia. And right about now is when this delegation should be arriving.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The items we had, are we now attuned to them because we had a long
Yeah.
rest with them?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You're attuned to any of those items.
I think I asked, but I don't know if you answered. I was going to ask if the amulet requires attunement or not.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
I made a handout for it now. It's called the
Oh,
Amulet
okay.
of Protection, but it's very bare bones right now. I'll make it-
Perfect. That's fine. That's all you need.
It just says require attunement, AC +1. Boom.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
The basics. So great. So you all have attuned to those things. Now, as you hang out, you kind of spend some time in Red Larch. Does anybody want to do anything? As
Buy a
you-
couple decks of playing cards.
Count my money.
Okay.
I erect another little shrine in our little backyard of our house.
Sablin, what the hell is that?
Just trying to make it, a little homey.
Ugh,
I
There's a little dragon down there.
whatever.
actually I inquire.
Sablin, who is your god?
Well, it's Bahamut. At least, it was. It still is.
Wait, what do you mean was?
I don't know if Bahamut accepts me as a follower, is the thing. But I grew up, worshipping Bahamut.
I don't know who that is.
It's a dragon god,
Is he a
darling.
good god?
Oh, the god of dragons.
One of them.
Ah,
He's
Ugh.
great and
Good dragon.
merciful and terrible. Usually good dragons.
Well, because
I mean-
there's also Tiamat.
Who's that?
Oh, kid. I just started draping my arm around him. We got a lot to talk about.
Who's Tiamat?
I don't think you want to know, darling.
Bahamut's the god of all dragons, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
Half dragons.
Terrible,
The good
mighty,
ones.
ferocious.
The good ones. Tiamat's the bad ones.
what about the rest of you?
I thought all dragons were evil except for the ones in my clan.
Well, truth be told, never trust a dragon. What
No
was that,
offense, Sablin.
Palouse? Well, he's not a dragon. He's a... I don't know what he is.
If all
Dragon
dragons
Ball.
aren't evil, then why does everyone in the outside world hate dragons and Dragonborn?
I don't know about Dragonborn, but there are a lot of good reasons to hate dragons. They're large. They're pompous.
Magical,
What god?
magnificent.
What gods give you power?
I turn to Artemis.
Nothing. Gods, please.
Well, where do you find your strength?
Well, I do crunches every day.
The
I
raven
don't know
on
what
your
you mean.
shoulder gives a caw that almost sounds like a scoff.
I know they're not the best crunches, and they're not as many as I say they are, but I do them most days.
Well, maybe he's getting power from his own conviction and doing the right thing.
I'm a
like,
sorcerer, you idiot. I can just do magic. It's fine.
even though I don't think Bahamut's really in favor of me right now, I do feel like I gather strength from from myself. I think it's very similar.
Well, I get my powers from Hiniku.
Yeah.
Tell me about this Hiniku. I've never heard of him.
Magic people in the sky.
Most do not know of him. Hiniku is a god that isn't very well known. He was a demonic gnoll from the abyss who had connections to the demon lord Yanogu. He got his powers when dying brutally to a large army of dwarves. The dwarf goddess, the goddess of mercy,
sounds like a lame god if he died.
took pity on Hiniku. She was upset at her own people for killing and brutally murdering with any lack of remorse. In order to heal and bring back him, she had first feed him some of her own power. He was no longer the same when he awoke. He created and put on a mask as remembrance of his evil that was still within him, and vowed to spread his new learned humility to the Gnollish kind. That is all I can say.
That's a beautiful story.
You can show him the thing now, Eric.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a picture of this god somewhere.
It's in setting info.
Nice. Yep.
You have a picture of Hiniku with you.
No, I do not.
He keeps it in a little locket.
But now you can see him.
Hey, I like that.
Cool.
That eye you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's the eye of inter-enlightenment.
Uh-huh.
I am blessed to be one of his warriors.
Fabulous. So, inner enlightenment, does all inner enlightenment involve shooting death lasers out of it?
No.
You know it kills things, right?
Magic works in mysterious ways, darling.
Uh-huh. Okay.
He's not fully good.
Well, I'm just saying it's a weird form of fucking enlightenment. But hey, hey, they're gods, whatever. This is why I don't truck with them, because they're all weird.
Well, it's some of my power, but anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Not really, but whatever.
Kind of like donk Artemis on the head.
Ow.
Show some respect.
Hinaku's got a problem. Any of you other gods got a problem with what I'm saying? They can come down here and talk to me about it themselves. Oh, wait.
That's where you should roll a D100 to see if lightning strikes you.
I make a quickly under my breath, Bashaba, pass me over.
Roll a D100.
Oh, God damn it! Fuck you, Sam.
Hey, I've been struck by God's lightning more than once.
There we go. Nobody comes down to smite on a 15. 14.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
All right, so
That guy looks badass.
you guys just are kind of hanging out around town. Again, the attitude of town has changed towards you. Everybody is very much more excited about you and receptive, and people are coming up and thanking you. You've like instantly become celebrities in town. Was there anything particular you wanted to do, or are you just waiting for the delegation to arrive?
I'm chilling.
I'm gonna go to the All Faith Shrine and see if that priestess is there.
Okay. You go, and she's sitting in there, helping with prayers and speaking with people who come.
And I go up to her and I just kind of cough and like, can I ask you a quick question?
Oh, yes, of course, my dear friend.
This
By the
might
way, my name's Lemura.
and my name is
We never formally
Sabrins.
met.
Oh yes, it's great to meet you. This might sound odd, but what do you? Could you tell me what you know about Bahamut?
Well, yes, I know a bit. He's not my area of expertise, but I am familiar with Bahamut. She says, "Is that your god?"
Yes. What should say? Why I said it was kind of an odd question. He's great and terrible and hates all non-dragons, correct? Or is that around the same kind of idea?
Well, Bahamut is really the kinder of the two dragon gods. It's Tiamat that. Yes. Yes, there.
So there's another one.
Yes, and to be honest, by your coloring, most dragon folk of your ilk tend to worship Tiamat, for she is the god of the chromatic dragons. Bahamut is the god of the platinum dragons.
Huh. Huh. Thank you. That brings up more questions than answers, but thank you. Huh. And Selma just kind of like rubs his chin a bit and bids us farewell and heads back to the town or back to the house.
Was I with him
Come
during
back
that, or
anytime.
you were on your own?
I don't mind if you tagged along.
Well,
You could tag along.
I would have said something along the lines of,
Don't worry. Just because you are born a certain way doesn't mean you have to follow the gods that the other folk do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My clan had based itself around redeeming the evils of our progenitor, but I always learned that Bahamut was more of the hating outsiders and weaknesses to be disgraced and things like that. So this is kind of distressing news to hear a little.
I wouldn't know.
Fair enough.
And Lemura tells you to come back anytime as you leave.
Thank you, and I leave a 1 gold donation.
Okay. She's very thankful. Alright, so was there anything else anybody wanted to do?
It's springtime, so I'll probably go like pick some lilacs and start putting them around the our new pad to make it nice. But other than that, I'm fine.
Yeah, you guys kind of clean up and
Mhm.
make the place more presentable. You're hanging around town, and the day passes, and no sign of the delegation. As you are kind of wandering around town, I assume you are like mingling a little bit with people, and you know,
Entertain.
yeah, having some interaction with the townsfolk.
The kids who saw the gargoyles, are they anywhere near?
Yeah, you could go find those. It's the Tarnlar children.
Can I be eating the lilacs that that Artemis put in the house?
Yeah, you can eat the lilacs, no problem.
What the hell are you doing?
Hey. Agony doesn't like these.
I don't care what Agony likes. Put him back.
I didn't say anything.
And then he starts gagging them off.
No, I just started eating. I just continue to eat them.
This is impossible.
Make a Constitution check, Palouse.
Why are they poisonous?
It might be.
You eat a lot of lilacs, and your stomach's like not feeling great. But
Hey,
You're
wait!
okay.
I have a move for this.
What?
Wait.
Oh.
what's
You do?
that? Yeah, that's right. Your stomach can handle pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm fine.
So
It's
we'll
like a
say you
salad.
would have had advantage on that Constitution save, but it's not. Yeah, you don't feel sick at all. You feel fine. You eat. You're just putting down these lilacs, and it's like kind of your mouth kind of has that taste of like when you smell what's that stuff called that they put in like bathrooms? The
Potpourri.
potpourri. Yeah, it's like that potpourri smell. It's kind of like on the back of your tongue a little bit.
Every spring I look forward to lilacs blooming, and you're eating them. Don't talk with your mouth full of lilacs. Ugh.
Sablin, you go off and you find the Tarnlar children.
Yes.
Easy enough. You go to their home and their parents bring them down.
Hello, small human children. So we want to hear the story about the gargoyles again?
Yeah. They get all excited.
I tell them all about the gargoyles, how, we chipped away at them and beat the evil cult leader. All right, now you tell me the story of you seeing them crawl out of the ground and fly away.
Okay, yeah, it was. I mean, they just seemed to come out of some. I don't know where they came out of, but it was behind the place where you guys are living now, and they flew up into the air, and they seemed to take off that way, and they point towards like the north east.
Northeast. Thank you. Did you notice anything else odd about them, or cool, or radical?
Well, they were made of stones, and they had wings, and they had big claws. But I mean, you fought them, so you would know.
Oh, I fought them indeed. Thank you for letting me know where they went. That's a great story. Keep on telling stories. You're great kids. I ruffle one's hair and just kind of shake it around.
Okay. Yeah. They're like a little bit scared of you, but also very stoked. Dogging
Oh,
off.
Alright, I head back to the rest of the group, and so I talked to those kids, and the gargoyles we didn't kill, they went northeast of here.
Alright, so as you guys hang around town and are waiting for the delegation, you speak up of this and I assume are talking about the delegation.
And slowly plotting to kill each other over flowers. But yeah.
Yeah. The flowers, you just keep picking more, and Palouse just keeps eating them.
Good dynamic.
And the town does seem to like be kind of all talking about this delegation and waiting for eagerly waiting for them to arrive. You hear various rumors of people who have met the delegation. You hear of a priest, a priest of Lathander staying at the Swinging Sword, who met the delegation in Beliard. You also hear of a caravan guard from a caravan that had come through town, who has a story that she brawled with a few of the members of the delegation in a bar in Beliard.
It's hell of a delegation.
I like them already.
You hear Valavo actually comes to you directly and says that he recently acquired a book in Dwarvish. That's like a fancy new book. And he says, I had someone translate this, and it's about the Mirabaran history of their lineage. I wonder if it came from. I know that there was a historian traveling with them. Might have been from him. He kind of shows you this like old looking tome. It's all in Dwarvish. Also, the next day, after, so you kind of spend the 21st hanging around, waiting. On the next day, the 22nd, you get a knock on your door.
Wait. Before this happens, did we buy a healing kit? Did we do that yet?
Yep.
Okay, good. Never mind. Continue. Just making sure.
You get a knock on your door, and there's a gentleman standing there who looks he's a very like tall, lanky gentleman. Looks to be like a young man. He's dressed in traveler's clothes that seem to be hardly used. There's a variety of leather bags and pouches hanging around his torso, and all from his belt. He extends a gloved hand towards you. Who answers the door?
I'll answer it.
All right,
I'm behind her.
So Agnes answers the door, and he puts out a gloved hand towards you and says, "Well, hey there. Pleased to meet you. Hail and well met."
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I'll kind of kiss his hand. And who might you be?
Oh, my name is Zook Longlegs. I'm a historian from the castle library in Waterdeep. Lady Visalia sent me up here.
Oh. From the delegation, I assume?
Oh, yeah, I'm here to meet with the great Mirabaran dwarf historian Broldenthar is an idol of mine, and I just couldn't wait for him to arrive at the library, so I thought I would come meet him here in Red Larch. We got word in that they should be arriving any day now, so I thought I would come out and come meet them. So are they here? Has the delegation arrived yet, or?
I don't think they're here quite yet, darling, but you can come in and make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, sure. I just got into town. and I was asked for the group of adventurers, and here you are. Well, he helps himself in. He has like a bunch of bags with him. You hear like clanking of glass and metal in his bags as he enters your home.
Well, who's the stiff? I'm like trying to like clear out space on the wall for like hanging paintings or something.
This here's Luke Longlegs. He's come to meet a great role model from the delegation.
It's Zook. The name's Zook Longlegs, to be clear.
My apologies.
To be clear. I love you, Eric.
Yes, I'm very interested in Dwarvish history. It's a very it's a passion of mine. And, I'm very excited to meet this historian Ruldenthar. As I told your beautiful friend here.
Now let's not go overboard here. We're not necessarily friends, but listen. No offense, but why the hell are you in our place?
I let him in.
I'm aware of that. Why did he come here?
Well, Lady Visalia sent me.
You're friends of Visalia. My apologies. I hopped down and shake his hand.
She's
how's the old bird doing?
Oh, she's great. She's my supervisor actually, and she gave me leave to come on up here. As I was telling your acquaintance, I just couldn't wait for Ruldenthar to come on down to Waterdeep, so I just thought I would come meet him here, and we could start our conversations on the travel back to Waterdeep. But it seems he's not yet here. That is a little concerning, and he pushes up his glasses that have kind of creeped down his nose. Says, have you heard any rumors of where they might be?
Last somebody said they were in Belliard or something like that. They should be here pretty soon.
They should.
I can't see anybody staying in Belliard too long. Only thing in Belliard are cows, people who handle cows, and people who fuck people who handle cows.
Well. Yeah, I don't know. Belliard, small town.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it. Well, then I suppose I will be off. But tell me, is there anything good, fun to do in this little town?
There's a nice spa
and a gay bar
and some chickens.
Tell me, Zook. And I sort of I put my arm over his shoulder. Do you like games of chance?
Well,
I'm not very good at it myself.
I'm more of a fan of games of logic, but
are you? How about? Of course you are, Zook. Of course you are. Of course you are. Are you a fan of chess? Maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We should play sometime. I'm still learning the ropes, but we should play sometime.
Well,
come by anytime.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything to do right now, so
excellent.
Let's do it.
And this will be fun.
Everyone, I'm gonna have to head out here. I'm having a really hard time keeping my eyes open anymore.
Okay.
No problem.
Sounds like I caught the most of everything, and I'll definitely be here for the next game.
Great. Yeah, there's probably not going to be that much to catch you up on next time.
I kind of figured. I tried to hold on as hard as I could. My eyes are getting in. I turned on all the lights in the room as well, and that's not working.
Yeah. No problem. Thanks for hanging in there so long, and hope you feel better.
Okay, catch everyone later.
See you in a couple weeks.
Yep. Take care. Hope you feel better.
All right.
Is he sick?
Zook.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled something in his ribs, and he is like on painkillers, I think, or something.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So he was not feeling he was like said talking was hurting him a lot, so surprised he lasted so long.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Zook follows you to go play a game of chess.
Mm-hmm.
Are you proficient in chess?
I am actually.
Okay. So that'll be intelligence.
Okay. I just want
Plus your
to. I want
proficiency.
to purposely just throw the game. I just play it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You want to lose?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, in that case he beats you very quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like,
yeah.
oh, this guy knows his chess.
Mm-hmm. Well, you beat. Oh man, see, I'm still trying to learn, man. You're gonna have to teach me. We're gonna have to play a few more games of this over the next couple of days. I think you need to teach me the ropes here. But I bet by the time we're done, I bet we can put some money on it. But man, I'm just, you're better man than me.
Hey, this is kind of my thing. So
Mm-hmm. I can tell you're a very smart man.
if you ever find yourself back in Waterdeep Library, I'll show you some of my trophies.
I'm sure you have many trophies, Zoot.
Well, I'm gonna go get a room at the inn. I'll be back in touch. Lady Visalia also gave me your payment on the delegation arriving. I will have the gold for you. So yeah, I will see you again. Nice meeting you, folks. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
A pleasure, Zook.
And he heads out.
Wait, before he goes, Palu says,
Where was the delegation coming from? What town?
Good enough.
Well, they started in Mirobar, and then they came through Tribor, and I believe they were even gonna head over. Then I think headed down to maybe Westbridge and through Belliard. I'm not sure. I mean, I be honest, I didn't really know their whole path. I thought they might come straight through.
Yeah, that's a
straight
hell of a
down
detour.
from Westbridge. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe they're going down to Wamford. I don't know, but they definitely, that might make sense why they're taking so long. But if they did, they should be here in just a couple more days. So I don't know. I might go. You said there was some people who had met with them, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might go talk to them and see if they had heard any of the plans. Of
Yeah, they're
this
staying at the inn too.
delegation. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Great. All right. Well, I'll see you.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Sabella
Take care,
actually
Zook.
follows him. He wants to ask questions of those people also.
Okay, you're gonna come to
The
The
inn.
inn.
I'm gonna escort Zoop to the inn.
Okay. So you escort him across the way over to the Swinging Sword. Show him inside. Kaelisa greets you warmly. You said you wanted to try and find this person who had
Oh, yeah.
met the delegation.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen in on Zoop talking to them and ask them some questions also.
Okay. So, Kaelisa rents Zook a room, and he goes and kind of unloads all his bags and comes back out and asks her, so, my new friends here have told me that there was somebody in your establishment that had met this Mirabaran delegation that's heading into town. Could you tell me anything more about this? And Kalisa says, "Oh, why, yes. There's a priest of Lathander. His name's Brother Eardon, who is staying here. He's, I believe, over at the Allface Shrine. He's been working with them, with our resident priests there, and that's what he's been doing during the day. So I believe you could find him over there if you'd like to speak with him."
It worked.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
So, so you then head over to the Allface Shrine, and you meet with this Brother Eardon, who tells you about he came from Beliard, and he can confirm that the delegation was in Beliard, and he says that when he saw them was nearly 10 days ago, and that they were running ahead of schedule, and he's surprised that they haven't showed up at this point.
I figured.
And, but he says that he didn't speak with them very long, and perhaps people in Beliard might know more.
I also asked him, in the delegation, were there any elves, any dragonborn?
There were elves. No dragonborns, though.
The elves, did they look... How did they look? Did they look like they'd been fighting recently? Had they been in battle? Could you tell they were from Lurkwood or not?
Well, I'm not from Lurkwood. I don't know particularly what Lurkwood elves look like.
Did they talk about Lurkwood at all?
No. I didn't speak with them for very long. I just met them briefly. But I would say these elves did seem more like city folk than woodsmen.
Or any of them named Kellis by any chance?
It doesn't seem familiar.
I see. Zoop.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
I gotta
more
go.
help.
It's okay. Yeah. Zoop. I'm gonna go back to the rest of the group. You have fun.
It's Zook, not Zoop.
Can I catch you later, Zoop? And he Zebulon just runs back to the house.
Well, all right.
I love how we all fuck up names like 24/7.
I'm gonna admit that I've been doing it deliberately. I know I'm the worst.
Turning.
Alright, so I barged through the door to our place. Like, I think the delegation is in trouble.
Why would you say that?
I talked to the guy who had met them back at Beliard, and he met them weeks ago. They were ahead of schedule, and they're still not here.
Do we go after them?
Yes.
Beliard would
I'm
be
going
our
after them, at least.
closest call, then. But I assume that also means if the delegation won't be here, we won't get paid, which I don't mind, but I'd like to ask the delegation if they know more about this devastation orb.
I need to see if there's anyone in the delegation that guy hadn't met.
Should we ask for our money?
I wouldn't
If
care.
we bring them back safely or news of them, surely, we'll get paid for that, at least. Isn't the right article?
I was hoping this job would be over.
I think the mystery has just begun, darling.
So we're gonna go to Belliard?
Belliard. I moved you to the Desert Valley map so you can see the places we're talking about.
Right.
Oh, I just remembered something.
It's right
Wasn't
here.
someone in the town supposed to give us like weapons or something like that? Or
They were.
They were. At this point, you get a knock on your door, and you go outside and you see Fang Ironhead, who you were kind of was pointed out to you at the meeting as the one who will be bringing you some weapons. He's a large half-orc gentleman who seems very stern. But when he speaks, he's like surprisingly friendly to you, and he thanks the party for helping the town, and says that the council had commissioned him to or had paid him to give you all upgraded weapons. And he says, I for all of you, I don't have much, but I do have some weapons that have been gilded with adamantine.
Ooh.
They'll do a little extra damage. So why don't you all come by my shop, and I can give you all whatever you please. Your choice. You'll have your pick of the litter from my adamantine gilded weapons. A little bit better than your average.
Please, darling, I'm sure you would love that.
Yep, I'm already on the way. I'm already walking there.
You're just walking past him, like, okay, where is it?
Adamantine weapons. Exit stage left.
So you get he gives you all to anybody who ever wants to trade in their weapons, and you could do this with arrows. Or John's not here, but I will tell him later he can get like 20 arrows.
Yeah.
So they have they're gilded in adamantine, so they will bypass a lot of or some damage resistances, and they will do +1 damage. It's not a +1 weapon. They don't get +1 attack, but just +1 damage.
Gotcha.
So can I get a battle axe with that?
Yep. So you can get a battle axe that has will do +1 damage.
Or
You
just
can do
something
that with your-
cooler.
There are it doesn't seem like he has any magical weapons. But he has everything. He has any kind of weapon you would want. But these do seem to be his finest stock that are out for display.
Get something cool like a pike or something.
Yeah, he lets you take your pick, so you don't have to stick with an axe if you don't want.
Axe does look cool.
Do like a great sword. Yeah, I do like my axe though.
It does fit you better than a great sword.
Susan's like, I don't want to redraw shit.
I know she
Yeah.
is. I know she is.
I'm taking the longsword because of that too.
I did not say that.
I mean, you don't have to redraw anything.
I know.
No, you don't.
I mean, think
Yeah,
of all the
take whatever
magical cool stuff we're gonna get.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get stuff that will not fit your drawings, probably. I'm sorry to say.
It's okay. We look cool. In
Yeah.
Spirit.
The great axe is fine.
All right, so you all get those weapons.
Oh, I have a question. Does he have
Mhm.
javelins too with it?
Yeah, he has javelins.
How many?
And he says, "I'll give you,
Like 2?
sure, two javelins."
Okay, that's fair enough.
And
And what about hand axes?
Do you have any guns?
no guns. But if you do want, I know you fancy gentlemen. I don't know if you carry any weapons, but if you'd like to get a fancier one, now's your chance.
I guess I'll take a dagger. Why
Okay.
not?
I ask him if he has any plate mail or how much he would charge for plate mail.
He says,
Does he have a
I-
rapier for Sorry to interrupt.
No,
Keep going.
Oh no, you're fine.
He does. He has everything in all the weapons in the player's handbook.
Well, I'm sure John would want a rapier.
Yeah, I'll ask him what he wants, but he.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I'll see what John wants, and I'll let him get that. But to you, Sablin, he says, "I do not carry armor. I only carry weapons here. But you can head over to the smithy, Tantor. He has Eldris Tantor. He would have any kind of armor that you might want."
Thank you for the information.
And then as
I'm
far
not
as
even wearing
price
armor.
goes, it's just anything. It's just whatever's in the player's handbook. I think plate armor is
Ooh, yeah, just
1,500 gold pieces.
That's a pretty chunk.
But splint armor is only
Save your
200.
pennies.
Splints 200. Still not.
Do we
a
have
200.
200?
I think between all of us.
Yeah, between all of us, we definitely have it because we got 500 from the alone from the cave or from the tomb.
Oh, that's right. We stole from the tomb.
Yeah, in the tomb there was
Such assholes.
yeah, in the bag of holding you have like 500 about worth of gems.
I think I can wear medium armor.
So he kind of outfits you all with that stuff. Later in the day, you've heard now that all this stuff about the delegation not arriving, being ahead of schedule, and now they're not here. You're kind of deciding what to do and talking it over. Another knock on your door comes. This
Ugh,
time,
what is Waterdeep Central? Ugh. I'll walk over, answer it.
so Artemis, you answer the door, and it's a gentleman you don't recognize in overalls. Seems like a farmer kind of gentleman. And he says, "Well, howdy. I was directed towards you because you see it. My name is Larman Greenboot. I'm a shepherd in the Somber Hills, and Kaelisa, the innkeep, she told me that I should come speak with you. You see, I found some strange graves in the Somber Hills, right along the Desserin River.
What made them strange?
Well, they seemed freshly and hastily dug. Didn't seem like didn't seem like anything anything official. You know, it was more like a
Out in the open, grave robbers.
yeah, like
Yeah, people
Those-
people trying to bury dead bodies very
exactly.
quickly.
That could have been anyone.
I've seen those kind of graves before. Yeah, I'm just saying. Just
Hmm.
saying, there were some graves.
Is anybody that you know in that area been gone missing?
Well, I mean, people go missing all the time.
Hmm.
There's lots of
True.
bandits out there. There's lots of orcs.
Mm-hmm. Where were these graves?
They were kind of in the middle of the like really kind of smack dab in the middle, right, just north of the Vale of Dancing Waters.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
What's
one
in
other
it for
thing.
us?
Well, no, there's nothing. I saw the graves and wanted to tell someone. I was coming back here for business. Wanted to tell someone just because I thought it might be. Heard that there was a missing delegation and thought it might be related.
Oh.
Good point. Good point. Let's hope it's not.
Everybody's
but,
been talking about it.
Mhm. I appreciate we appreciate your you coming to us with this. One other thing, have you seen any bird watchers around the Sumber Hills recently?
He kind of laughs as you say that and says, well, yeah, there's... Every year those damn bird watchers come up from Water Deep.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't... You know, now that you mention it, I don't think I saw them this year. They usually around this time of year make it. You know, they kind of work their way through the Sumber Hills. You see, my ranch is kind of in the middle of the Sumber Hills. I don't think they had made it to me yet.
I see. I see. So no bird watchers of any kind, huh?
No, and it's kind of suspicious, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Would I have a description of Bella Bronta? I assumed she gave me one.
Yeah, sure. She was like a young brunette woman.
She's human, correct?
How sexy?
Human. She was human.
She's sexy?
She was very rich.
Sexy?
She was.
Yeah. Well,
Sexy?
he said rich, so yes.
Yeah, she was like very fine lady.
Like age range.
12.
Probably in her 20s.
Gross. Anyway. Okay.
Early 20s.
Okay. So I've got brunette, early 20s, human. Okay. Okay. Well, fuck off. Anyway. Okay, yeah,
Very
but anyway.
rich.
Yeah, very rich, highly eligible from what I'm hearing. But yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that was it. Just wanted to
What
let
was
you
your
know.
name again?
Larman.
Larman.
Greenboot.
That's right, Larman Greenboot. Okay, thank you, Larman. If we're ever in the area, we'll stop by and see how you're doing.
Okay.
Is that Groon's cousin? Like, oh, okay.
They're all related. All my voices are pretty close.
Yeah.
Eric's only got 6. Don't question it.
It's okay, Eric.
Desmond Valley's it's a kind of backwards place.
Yeah, it's the accent. Yeah.
Oh god, it's gonna be like that one
Everyone-
movie.
Everyone actually is related.
I will not squeal like a pig.
Deliverance.
Deliverance. No, yeah,
Oh
none of that.
god. Oh no.
Those poor chickens.
Yeah.
So-
How are the chickens? Are they all dead?
If you go to check on Mandiver, she
I
has
have
some
to.
new chick. She has some new chicks, some kind of younger chickens. And she has like a nice little stock.
Okay, I let Sir Cluckers on a little play date.
Okay. Yeah, he loves it. She loves it. And yeah, she tells you that there's another poultry shop, Druth Fine Poultry, and they were so kind as to sell her at a discounted price some chickens to get her back in the game. And so, yeah, so she's like starting her business back up. And yeah, the day passes. So this was the 22nd of Tarsak. Passes, and still the delegation does not arrive. Does anybody else want to do anything as you're waiting?
I think we should start getting ready to head out to Belliard.
Oh, not Belliard.
Are you okay there?
I hate Belliard.
If the delegation is there, we can assure that we get paid by the lady, and if they're in trouble, saving them might yield an even bigger reward. Either way, we should see how they're doing.
Let's check out those graves first. See if we can't find their dead bodies.
They are technically on the way, so yeah.
And technically, Zook did say he has the payment for us.
Find the dead bodies, come back. Easy money. Then we can never see each other again. It'll be great.
I agree.
And we're off.
All right. So you guys take off. We'll say the next morning, the morning of the Tarsak, the 23rd.
Since we own a wagon shop, could we take a wagon?
Yeah,
like a spare wagon?
definitely.
Okay, cool.
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, grab a covered wagon.
And a horse.
And
I was just gonna have you two pull it, but that's fine.
2 horses, maybe 4 to pull it with all the same.
7, 34 horses.
1d6 plus 2 horses.
Yeah, so that's no problem.
That many horses.
Oh God. Yeah, you don't have that many horses. But there are like a few. It's like 6 riding horses, 4 draft horses that are around.
Okay.
And
are we all gonna get on a horse? Will I break the back of the horse I get on if I get on a horse?
I have the same question.
how much do you guys weigh?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look up.
Probably put it somewhere.
More than most horses.
280 pounds, according to what I wrote down.
I guess mine would be 260, maybe? Or with the armor, that probably bumped it up by...
Yeah, this is without like just me naked, 280.
Yeah. So with all your stuff, you would need to take like one of the draft horses. You couldn't do one of the riding horses.
I take the other draft horse, the other big one.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll have
riding horse.
2 draft horses and I guess a couple of riding horses to pull this damn thing.
Okay. And as far as traveling goes, horses don't actually speed up your travel. According to the player's handbook, they just you still have to like water the horses and stuff and give them breaks. Just so you know.
Fair enough.
And so you guys all kind of gather your things and prepare to leave, and that's where we'll end the session today. So you guys, on the 23rd of Tarsak, are going to head off into the Sombra Hills towards the town of Beliard in search of this missing delegation.
Donna.
And one last question: what color is my draft horse?
Yeah, mine too.
Roll a 1d4.
One horse color. Oh yes.
Is my horse
Ooh, a
pretty?
3. A nice light brown and with like a white kind of socks, you know.
Love it.
Socks? My horse
Yeah,
is
this
wearing
is-
socks.
You know, like
It
the
means
tufts
it
around the
has
ankles.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's what they
mine's
call
4.
it.
Mine's 4. What's mine?
Ooh, yours is jet black.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Cool.
I
Sir-
name mine Midnight.
I name mine Sir Huffers.
Oh, Lord.
How about a 1? What's a 1 get us?
That's like gray. It's a gray horse.
That works. Depressing horse,
Spotted a
depressing
little
bird.
Oh, you get another light brown. Another
Yeah,
light
yours is
brown.
also brown with some like white spots.
Look at the spotted.
This really became something, huh?
This is a game. This is it. This is our game.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Roll for John.
Oh yeah, let's roll for John. Someone do it. Okay. He's also
He also got a
Damn
back.
it, John got the good one.
cool. Me and John are badasses.
I'm totally rolling with my chestnut brown horse being Midnight.
Wait, what? What was 2? No one rolled a 2. Oh man.
You'll
No,
never
you'll
know.
never know.
Palominos.
Oh, Palomino, nice.
Dude, the unicorn was out there and we missed it.
Yep, two was a fucking unicorn.
Fuck.
If you'd managed to roll a 5, you would have gotten a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's great. Awesome.
That's Sky or Oblivion reference? Or I guess
No, it's a no, it's a
It's like a myth.
it's a
thing.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a monster in
Myth stuff.
Yeah,
D&D.
it's an evil horse with fire for mane and tail.
Oh, that
It
takes-
can actually fly. Yeah. Think
Oh,
evil
Shadowmere. Shadowmere is the Skyrim.
Pegasus. Oh yeah, Shadowmere Skyrim.
My bad.
Well, thank you all for playing. I know that was an RP heavy session, but we had to figure out what the hell was going to happen after all that.
I
Yeah,
missed half of
I
it.
didn't help with that.
Yeah, it seems like you're. Yeah, you had all this. I was like somewhat. I was wondering if we were going to do a lot of RP or if it was just kind of going to be explanation of what happened, but because you had that scheme of what you wanted to do, it became a very. We ended up RPing like that whole trial and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I thought it was fun. I thought that was an interesting
Mhm.
turn of events. So what was I going to say? So that kind of concludes the introduction to the game.
Ooh.
That was like the death house of this campaign. This stuff at Red Larch. So now we will dive into the next chapter. I can start looking in the next chapter of the book, and I'm excited. It's going to be good. I have so much shit to prep. It's crazy. 'Cause
That's
you can
gonna
now
be
do
great.
like literally anything.
Shit.
But it's exciting. I'm excited to see what happens next.
Mhm.
So, great. Make sure you're all leveled up to level 4
Mhm.
before the next session. And if you have any question about those magical items or anything like that, let me know.
Yeah, can
or any of
I
the feats
shoot
you
laser?
No.
Nope.
darling.
took. It's just a
Oh.
necklace. Gives you the AC.
Can mine cast wish, please?
Nope.
Nope.
That'll be my
Nope.
job. That'll be my job later.
I have an animantite question. You said it can cut through certain resistances. Do we know what specific kind of resistance it cuts through, or?
I suppose you could make a history check for that. Or yeah, I think history would probably be.
Dude, I'm so excited for what is it? Friday when they come out with the Zealot and the
Yeah, Divine Soul.
Divine Soul.
The official versions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait to see what it is and compare it.
Yeah, is that? So I think it comes out in.
Comes out Friday.
It's like
Yeah,
11th.
Oh, I thought it was the
does?
10th.
Oh, I thought it came out later. Oh, wow.
Well,
Okay.
It's like released in gaming stores. Like I ordered it on Amazon,
Mhm.
so I'm not gonna get it for like another week or so.
Gotcha.
Honestly,
So-
what I'm most excited to check out is the Storm Barbarian with like the lightning bolts that can trigger on your rage.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool. I looked at it a bit on the UA stuff. And, like the other options seem really lackluster, but that's fine with me because I really like lightning as a theme for stuff. I'm just hoping they kind of bring up the God was it like cold and fire options on that to be a little like more exciting, so we can compete with that lightning stuff where it just calls down lightning bolts at people.
There's so many cool things that are in that book.
Yeah, well, and
Oh,
actually,
so many new invocations. I'm gonna have a field day.
The monk
Fif-
subclasses. Oh, those look good
50,
too.
Yeah.
50 common magical items. Like that sounds
Yeah.
really cool.
There's a bunch
Tons of new
too.
spells. Oh yeah.
The
And the fighter subclasses. I'm excited to see the fighter subclasses too.
Is there new
Mhm.
feats?
I
Yeah.
think
Racial
I know
feats,
that.
I think.
Yeah, they're doing racial feats. I know that much.
Oh, that's what I saw. Okay.
also they what was I gonna say? There's other stuff there's other
But-
like DM rules and stuff. Like they have an actual rule for adamantine weapons because there's really nothing in the right now. All there is for adamantine is that it bypasses a few resistances.
Mhm. And there's like armor, but that's it.
Yeah, and adamantine, I can't remember if I think adamantine is like not as good as silvered. I think silvered does more resistances than adamantine.
It strangely enough does. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Is there anything
they're-
where like adamantine cuts through physical resistances and silver cuts through magical resistances? Or
that might be because I think the
Sorta.
gargoyles, I think like adamantine would have cut through theirs.
Yeah. Adamantine usually takes down constructs and elementals. Because I know it works against like golems and stuff, and but silver goes against like fiends and devils and stuff like that.
Shit.
Yeah,
Werewolves,
so, like, So like ghosts that are immune to anything besides magic. Silver would be good for that, but like a construct that's resistant to slicing damage, adamantine would be good for that.
Yeah.
But can it
okay,
cut
that
through?
makes sense.
Can it cut through social constructs? That's what I want to know.
We're doing that with Sir Cluckers.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no. So I'm excited
Madam
to see
Hoofers.
that. That's why I specified that your items right now are adamantine gilded. They're not made of adamantine. So
Uh-huh.
if this book comes out and has some really cool adamantine weapon rules, you can still be able to get those. Because yeah, I'm very curious to see what they do for adamantine weapons and like what differences they have besides just bypassing resistances. But yeah, it's cool. They have like they have random encounter tables and stuff, and they have a bunch of like DM tools in there.
Yeah, some of them have like not rules, which is kind of funny considering God was it, like 2 or 3 sessions ago that we tied up Artemis's hands for something.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Yeah, that's right.
remember that. I don't remember that. What is that? That sounds like a terrible plan. Who came up with that plan?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good book. I'm excited to see everything in it.
Do we all have amazing horses, man?
I'm pretty stoked about our horse.
That ultimately is what really matters. Is we got fly-ass horses.
Yeah, and I'll double check the traveling rules with horses, but I'm pretty sure that it says that they don't actually like speed up your they speed up your short-term travel. Like long-term travel, I think that it doesn't actually
Do much.
speed it up.
Yeah, if Midnight
Maybe
somehow survives to when I get second level spells, I might just flavor my summon steed as making him magical. If he dies, which is what I'm expecting to happen before that, I'll just
Well, can't we
summon steed?
fast travel without exhaustion now? 'Cause we're
Yeah,
on
I think you
horses.
could do that. You could definitely do that.
So that would kind of speed it up.
You would like exhaust the horse, not yourselves.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the horse will just die. You know, whatever.
Yeah,
Do you remember-
I'll look into it, and I might change the rule a little bit if I think it's silly. But
Do you remember
Maybe a
that
little bit.
Critical Role episode where they left their horses on the edge of a cliff and a bunch of like harpies came down and murdered them all?
yeah, that's right.
Shit is so funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
All right.
I guess we're
Yeah.
done.
Thanks again for playing, everyone. And our next game is in 2 weeks, which is what day is that? The 21st. Yep. So yeah, the 21st. Let me know if that doesn't work for anyone. I know it's right around Thanksgiving. So just look at your schedules and make sure that can work for you. If not, we can try and reschedule and find another day. But that one works for me. So
Yeah, same. It's not like we're doing
Sure.
anything here.
Probably same. Maybe.
Probably
Yeah.
the same.
yeah, just
Or
check it
not.
out, because I just looked at the calendar and noticed that it's like 2 days before Thanksgiving. So that could be, if anybody's like going on vacation or something and won't be able to play, then just let me know.
Yeah, that might happen. I don't know. I guess we'll
Alright.
find out.
Yeah, just look into it, and communicate so we can have at least a little bit of time to try and reschedule if that is the case.
Or just play without me if that happens. I'm just
Yeah.
one missing, it wouldn't be that big.
Yeah. If it's just one missing, we'll just go on. But if it's easy, it seems like our group is pretty flexible with schedules, some of the time at least. So, so we could try to make it work. We'll
Hey,
just-
if so, I've been practicing my Palouse voice.
There you go.
That's great.
Yeah. If anybody ever wants to take over a player who's not there, I guess we should talk about that, because the player needs to approve. Like, I wanna just
Consent.
let you.
Consent.
It has to be consensual.
Consensual use of my character sheet.
But that would definitely help me not have to run extra people. As
I don't mind people running my guys.
No more awkward
I have to
winking.
do bad guy stuff.
yeah,
I don't want to come back after being on like, oh yeah, so Sablin fell hard.
Yeah.
Have you heard the good word of Tiamat today?
So I decided to look into who Tiamat is, and turns out she's pretty great.
Oh,
It's like
God.
5 times better than the Bahamut.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh no.
Little do you know, Sablin's pulling the long con.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, it would probably be more like I would do any RP, but then someone else could take care of them in like combat situations. They would probably be a little bit quieter than usual and wink a lot.
Oh, I missed that winking.
I'm gonna wink on purpose.
Yeah.
Gonna make a wink
All right.
micro.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we'll pick up in a couple of weeks then, and
You should make the winking into a real disease in the game.
wow,
Some sort
I'm
of
gonna
fake curse.
I'm writing that down. Dude, maybe I'll make my own common magical item.
Turns out Out of the Abyss has been happening underneath Deathstream Valley this whole time, and
That's a different.
checks.
That's a different campaign. Damn it, Kyle.
I'm just saying. It could have been happening underneath us this whole time. Can we get some of that
It's somewhere
Demogorgon
around here. There's a
sickness?
bunch of fucking giants stomping around.
hmm
Have you guys
Josh,
heard of the
what kind-
sweet Jungle Island?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be fun. I'd love to run that one.
That would be actually pretty fun.
All right, I'm gonna head out. Good night, everyone.
Good
Peace.
Good night, guys.
Thank you, Eric.
Night. Yep, that was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for
Catch
putting
you
up with my
later.
antics.
Always. I love
Our antics.
No,
Yeah, everybody's
Oh,
antics.
you.
Okay.